Hey everybody, welcome to U-Boot. Oh boy, this is exciting, isn't it? I'm looking at the wrong camera. I've set this camera up down here so you can see all the little people, all on the U-Boot. How about that? Oh, I can't see chat. Look at this. The U-Boot has set sail, the RSP U-Boot. Let's come back up here because I keep looking at the wrong camera. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Ready, Steady, Play. That's right, we're finally doing U-Boot. Okay, I finally completed the thing. Where is it? Oh, I have to show you on my phone. I did a thing. Look, I got this. Hang on, this happened yesterday. I was prepping. I was thinking about maybe doing this last night, and then life happened because I was basically up all night practicing U-Boot. And look, come on, show them the photo. Show them the photo. Look, it's not good. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Focus. Yeah, look at that. Number of ships sunk 2. 4,000 points. I got a D. That's not terrible. So I got a D on the training mission, and I decided, well, I've managed to successfully sink 2 enemy ships. And that's got to be enough, because I've been through that training mission a bunch of times, and I just can't keep training. Eventually you gotta go out there. The training mission actually I think might be really hard. I've done a lot of research on how to play this game because it's really difficult. And what I don't want is for this stream to just be us getting lost at sea for like 3 hours and then it's over. So I'm hoping we'll manage to sink a boat. Bruce says 2 rowboats. No, not 2 rowboats, Bruce. It was actual. You saw the 4,000 point score. So for those of you that don't understand what U-Boot is, we got our U-Boot here. Ooh, a little bing bong message. And what we are is we're a Russian submarine during the Second World War, and we are essentially moving around the North Sea and the Atlantic. I'm going to be really bad at these technical details, so I apologize in advance. I'm very, very sorry. Also, I took my face cam off at this viewpoint because, um, I'm on it, but also it's weird now. I keep talking to the wrong camera. So basically, the point is that we're a submarine and we're managing the submarine. We're the crew of the submarine, and the game is in real time, and you've got to manage all these different roles, and ultimately your goal is to sink the merchant vessels and the supply vessels to starve the Allies' supply lines. And each of these supply ships has a different sort of rating based on how valuable it is to the war effort. And so what we're trying to do here is we're trying to take out these supply ships. And I managed to sink a merchant vessel, which was unarmed and on its own, so it's essentially a sitting duck. That's pretty much a gimme. But I also managed to sink a merchant vessel that had an escort, which was a destroyer and a sloop. Or corvette, I don't know. A little fast one, which was dropping depth charges on me. And I've been trying to do that for a long time. So they sometimes come in convoys, and essentially the U-Boot's not really a warship in the sense that it's not going to survive head-on conflicts. So you've kind of got to be really stealthy, right? Like, so long as you can remain undetected, you're all right. But then the minute you get spotted, you're in real trouble. And if you're surfaced when you get spotted or you have to surface, then an enemy ship can ram you, and that's an instant game over. So, did I say Russian? Oh my god, I meant German. I'm already making mistakes, guys. Of course I meant German. I'm so sorry. It's U-Boot. Um, but hmm. But yeah, so I've been learning all the roles. I've been reading the tactical guide. I've been reading a lot of stuff online. It looks like a lot of people have a lot of opinions about how you should play this game in order to have fun. We're just going to stick with the strict rules here. I'm going to do my best to abide by the strict rules as much as possible. We're going to not pause the game, or we're going to pause the game as infrequently as possible. Very occasionally, if I get in real trouble and I have to resolve a lot of bad cards all at once, I'll sometimes pause the game and sort of resolve these incidents. if it requires a lot of drawing tokens out of a bag or reading cards or something like that. Or if I need to catch you guys up on stream about what's going on. Because this game tends to be very long periods where nothing happens, followed by very short periods of absolute mania. So that's what I've sort of discovered. It might just be my captaining style. I might just be terrible at it. But I think that it's actually genuinely sort of, it's a game of sort of like hunter stealthy sort of thing. And so, you spend a long time stalking your targets and then um 5 minutes of blowing something up and running away. So Eddie, yeah, it's hey Kate, thanks for making it on the stream, buddy. I'm so glad you could join us. And Eddie's here as well. God, it must be early in the morning for you, Eddie. Thanks so much, everyone in chat. Margot's here. Oh my God, Margot, thanks for joining in. Neil's here. Neil, it says it's a brain bender. Yeah, Neil, I think so too, actually. And I know a lot of people sort of, particularly when they play solo, they like to take out some of the sort of the less fun elements of the game. I can give you guys a little example here. Let's see if I've got my cameras over here working. Beep. So this is our captain and our navigator here. And the navigator's actually a chef. I'm going to populate his available food stores in a minute. But there's a whole little mini game where you manage these foods. That doesn't really make sense. I guess the point of having it as a task is that food is a task. And, obviously in a 4-player game, managing these little tasks is a lot less of a burden. But the point is, like, a lot of people sort of take this out. And there's a whole puzzle where you have to build a map in case you get a hull breach. This is a goddamn nightmare. I only managed to do it one time. Every other time I exploded and sunk. But the mission I just showed you, I got hit by a depth charge, and I managed to put that puzzle back together. But also, I was supposed to go and do a weather report and fight airplanes. I've still not met any airplanes in the game, or no, actually, I met one, I think, and it did a strafing run and killed a bunch of people. So that happened. I do remember that, actually. So that's sort of oh god, the hand camera's down there again. Okay, here we go. So here's the table cam with all everything laid out. I'm gonna do my best to pilot this U-boot, and yeah, like I said, we're gonna be following all of the sort of the strict rules as best I can implement them. There's a lot of bits to implement and remember, but like I said, there's sort of lots of minor not minor. There's lots of I don't know, little bits to here we go. Let's launch into the app. So obviously, I say obviously, for those of you that don't know, this is an app-based game, so a lot of the stuff is managed by the app here. We can turn this off. And so we're gonna play. I've played the training one a whole bunch. So today we're gonna be playing. Get my face out of here. Uh-oh. Oh. We're going to be playing a new game, and we're going to be playing a single mission, and I've done the training mission, so now we're doing the first patrol today. And there's, ooh, please read before your first game. The rules have been updated! Yes, I did scan the 1.2 rules. Let me know if the computer's too loud. The music only comes on when I'm in the app, so it's hard to actually gauge how loud it is. I might turn it down a bit here. It's quite loud for me, too. Every time I move out of the app, oh, good. And YouTube's just crashed. Oop, let me just refresh YouTube real quick so I can see chat. Yeah, so I apologize. The music doesn't actually really run when you're in the game, so this sort of music coming on and off thing won't persist as we play. But Difter, I spent my offline week practicing U-boot because it's about time. The Patreons, this would not have happened without my Patreons. I promise you, without the Patreon support, this would not be happening. So thank you all so much to my wonderful Patreons who put me here on this U-boat. Oh, it says Neil says he hasn't played for a while, but the game is getting a reprint, I think. Is that right? Are they doing a reprint of this? I'm not sure how well this was received. It's such a peculiar thing because it's like you got you got like a 50-page rule book here. Can't reach it. Come on. Oh god. Ugh. You got this 50-page rule book detailing all the rules of the different roles and everything, and that's quite a lot to get through and internalize. Particularly because it's so thematic. A lot of it's kind of like abstractions that are simulating real things. And then you've got this tactical guide as well. And honestly, if you don't read the tactical guide, you're going to be in so much trouble because, it's like learning how to parse the mechanisms of the game is your first task. The actual real challenge is learning how to operate the ship without just exploding immediately. And that's really difficult. Like, it's so easy just to get lost, but once you get your sort of head around this thing, which is here. Oh, we can't see it because I turned that camera off. That's also the wrong camera. Here we go. So once you get your head around this thing, like, this thing is great. But, like, I couldn't cope without this thing. But also just understanding it and how things sort of are in relation to everything else. And, it really helps to have a bit of nautical background, which I have none of. No nautical background. Yeah, Nero, exactly. Like, if I was put on an actual submarine now, I probably have some idea about what I was doing. Alright, so what we're going to do is get back into the app. Alright, so this is just telling me there's been an update to the rules, which is fine. Okay, so now you get to choose your difficulties, and so I'm going to play on medium, and I'm not it's not like an arrogance thing or anything like that. I'm not averse to playing on easy. The thing about easy, though, is it actually changes some of the rules in quite a major way, and so I don't want to learn how to play the game at sort of like in that kind of changed way, and then have to basically learn how to do it again. So that's why I'm playing on medium. God, I hope this music isn't deafening for you guys. It's absolutely deafening for me, but I don't know how to adjust it. There's a lot of technology going on keeping this stream up and running. Okay, so we get 6 captain's cards, which I've chosen. The captain's cards are super duper valuable and really important. Hey, cool Difter, thanks for letting me know, man. Oh, Neil says the game, it doesn't know about a... Bruce says, this is the only reason I support the Patreon. Fair enough, Bruce. I'm not gonna... I would never begrudge your support for anything. Thanks so much for supporting, man. And yeah, this is here for you guys. Sorry it took me so long to figure out. And I make no promises. This first patrol, I've never done it before. It could be a complete disaster, okay? So, what we've got is... We've got... one little activation token out here blocking off this space, so I've got slightly less morale. I don't know why. We've also got the ability, I think, to have one... Ooh, do we not get a high alert in... No. Oh yes, we have one high alert. Okay, so I can explain high alert at some point. Is there rules for high alert under easy? Because there's no rules for high alert in the rulebook. Why is this scroll so slow? Oh, there we go. It's because this app is designed for tablets and things, not for PC. I need to click and drag rather than mouse wheel. Okay, so they're not actually telling me what high alert is. I don't know if there's a little tutorial here somewhere to tell me what high alert is. I know what it is more or less, but I read somewhere that it also changes the cost of certain activations, which I didn't think was right, but is there something in here about difficulty maybe? No, we'll just use high alert the way I understand it, which makes it slightly harder for me anyway, so I'm sure you guys will appreciate that. So in... yeah, don't show this again. So in high alert, basically, it just gives me a one-off chance during the entire mission to reset my order track, which is really valuable. Yeah, Bruce says high alert is twice per watch on easy. Oh, high alert can be done once per watch. I mean, it says here on medium. I guess they actually made that easier. They have adjusted these difficulties since I started learning the game about 8 months ago. Okay, so yeah, this is really key. This is something they added since I first started playing, which lets you essentially activate soldiers with no activation spaces by adjusting the morale of the ship. So that's really, really important. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. So I mean, I've been through the. Oh no, no, God no. So we lose some. If we're going to be the first officer, we're going to lose some tokens here. So you can go to my. Where's my first officer thing? FO. Here we go. So this is our FO, and he's got a med kit up here with a bunch of different supplies. And on this difficulty level, we're going to lose a bandage, a pills, and an ointment. And so we're going to have to try and get these back. There we go. Get those out of here. I say get them back. We've got some med kits, which are additional supplies that we can open and replenish, hopefully. Navigator. Yeah, you can cook up to 3 meals a day each time you cook. Yeah. When the app asks whether the crew has eaten, count all the meal morale bonuses from the meals, adding +1 to each meal cooked in addition to the first one. Right, and that's particularly important because if there's an uncooked meal, you like lose 2 morale, which is really bad. So I gotta remember, actually I'm gonna make this little note here. I mean, look at this. These are all my notes about things. I got my ranges, my visibility, my all kinds of stuff that I've had to make notes on. I'm gonna just put here that +1 additional morale per meal over 1. I don't know. This is not in the basic rules, so this is a difficult adjustment thing. Medium difficulty. There we go. Alright. Chief Engineer. Resolve fire damage from all fire tokens each time an order has been carried out. Ugh. Yep, we get, then choose 4 more. Oh, okay, cool. I only took 3 cards. So we get some more cards here for our Chief Engineer, which is great because these are... The ship breaks down constantly. Since... Cade says, since the game is real-time, is it harder in solo mode? Cade, I've got thoughts on that because I actually think the game might be easiest at 1 and 4. Maybe. I don't know, because the thing is, like, there's a lot to do, and it's really tricky to stay on top of everything, and you have to know all the roles well. But there's also sort of, like, it's most difficult on solo when you have to do a lot very quickly. Particularly when there's a hull breach, it's very difficult to manage solo, because you're given a very short time limit to do a lot of tasks. But you do make up some of the shortfall by, or some of the extra challenge by not having to talk to anyone, like not having to communicate. So I don't have to explain to anyone. I'm not like, you know, first officer, are you ready to do this? Put your men in maneuvering positions, stuff like that, you know. So that saves time. But then again, I don't know how much of that is going to be circumvented by the fact that I'm also trying to host a show while I do this. I genuinely don't know. This might be a complete catastrophe. Let's move on to the mission. Guten Tag, Herr Kalun. Your first assignment is a routine patrol in the North Sea. After setting out from Wilhelmshaven, quadrant AN95, you must head north and hunt down as many merchant vessels as possible. The HQ have many additional tasks for you, so make sure you receive messages regularly. You can expect more valuable prey the further you reach. Our intelligence has reported increased merchant activity in the AF sector. That is where you should find the best targets. Mind you, they will be well protected. The enemy has got their guard up, so expect heavy resistance near their coast, including mines, aircraft, and escort patrols. Avoid quadrants AN12 and AN15, as several sources have confirmed minefields in the area. Other than that, remember to stay on the offensive, attack, strike, and sink the enemy. That's all. Good luck, Captain. Primary objective, sink as many enemy merchant shipping as possible. Starting quadrant AN95, starting time 9 a.m., mission time 2 days. Torpedo loadout. 3 steam and 2 electric. Tube 5 is our aft torpedo tube, while the other 4 tubes are bow. Wait, stern. Tube 5 is stern, and the other 4 are bow. And then we have some extra torpedoes that we can fire. Neil says, I think you're insane. Yes, I probably am. Okay, so I need to make some notes here before we set off. Let's come back up here. Where's my little U-boot? Little small U-boot. So I'm literally now going to start noting down these things we've just learned. We can come in here as well. Now we're going to have to get rid of this thing. Well, actually, you can't see shit from here. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go back up here. So, not really a good... I got all my notes here from the training mission. I'm just... I brought my military equipment, which is my pencil eraser and my pencil. So I'm all good. David K says, I hope your U-boat fares better than the poor Indonesian submarine that was just declared lost with all 53 souls aboard. R.I.P. submariners. Oh man, that's a really sad story, David. Yeah, I mean, what a bummer. But, yeah. Neil says, I work with an ex-submariner. You have to be tough to do it. Yeah, man, this has taught me just how scary and demanding a job this is. I would not want to do that. How they did it during war, yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really, it's a really demanding job. Okay. So here's... Wait, we're on patrol in the North Sea. Okay, so that's this one. Have I got enough little bits here? Oh, I didn't get the game box. I didn't show you guys the game box either. Oh well, hopefully this is enough. So we've got AF up here. So this is where all our most lucrative targets are going to be. We're starting in AN95, which is down here. I'll show you guys in a minute the notes I'm making, I guess. It's a bit difficult to see. So, we're starting down here, though, and we want to kind of go up here where the rich, or the valuable targets are, but they'll be well protected. We've got avoid quadrants 12 and 15 in the AN sector. So, that's here. We don't want to go in there. And 15. We don't really want to go in there. Well, that's fine. That's like... the coast of Scotland. I wouldn't go into AN15 because I don't trust myself not to run aground. Is that it? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to start the mission, and like I said, I'm going to try to pause it as little as possible. If I want to interact with chat, I might have to put it on pause depending on what's happening in the game. And if I need to check a rule or something, I might also pause it to check the rules. But other than that, we're going to try to stick as true to the real-time aspect as possible, as we possibly can. But yeah, like I said, I've never done this while running a stream, so I just don't know how this is going to go. Ooh, setting sail! Okay, so we start off with needing to do a diesel engine checkup. Great. It's always the way. So... typically, the very first thing that happens when we're doing the U-boot... So it's actually in real time at the moment, which means I've got literally 48 hours to do this. And you can speed up or slow down time in 4 different levels. You've got them right there. I don't think I can explain all the rules of this while I do it, guys, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so these are routine sort of maintenance checks that come up that we're going to have to carry out on the ship using our chief engineer's crew, who's... currently over here hiding behind this screen. So there's the chief engineer. He does all the repairs and stuff. So the very first thing that we typically do is mobilize, because the crew are currently all in just their cabins based on, I don't know, where they normally stay on the ship. So I'm going to issue a mobilize order, and I'm going to send some people down here to do the engineering down here. And I'm also going to send a lot of observers up on deck. Because currently we're surfaced. We're going to remain surfaced. Because the best way to spot enemy ships is observers on deck. We've got a much further line of sight than them. So we can spot them before they see us. by quite a range, provided we have enough observers. We need at least 3, I think. But to be honest, we'll probably send a full cadre of about 5 up there. Um, and we'll do... Yes, we need... Okay, this is the major mobilization. So let me think here. We need our machinist and our chief engineer. We need them to head into the diesel engine room. So we've got 2 engines, batteries and diesel. This is for surface. This is for below surface. If we want to change speed when we're on the surface, we need to be here. Underwater, we need to be here. If we want to dive or surface, we have to be in either room. Okay, so we're gonna... What I usually do when I do a mobilize is I put them onto the board like this so I can check which ones I've actually moved. So we're doing that. My phone is ringing in my pocket. So we're sending those 2 over there to fix that, and they can also adjust the speed from there. Actually, maybe we send these 2 guys as well. I have no intention of diving right now. I'll have to do another mobilization action to dive. I can't really be prepared to dive and sort of do all these other things at the same time. So we'll send all of the observers up onto the bridge, which is this platform up here. They're literally standing on top of the boat looking for enemy ships. Actually, except for the chef. Let's send the chef into the crew's quarters here where he can cook meals. And we're going to send the helmsman and... Well, both helmsmen here into the captain's quarter, or not the captain's quarters, the command center. I don't know what it's called. Sorry. I'm going to make mistakes like that. Right. We can send, I think, the torpedo men up onto the top, because I'm probably not going to use the torpedo just yet, so they can go and help out with the observations. And then we want the radio man and the first officer, both of them, into the comms room, which is over here. So this is where our radios are and our Enigma machine, so we can communicate with HQ. You'll see all these brown things here and these little doodads here as well. These are the toolboxes. They're pretty essential for maintenance. I probably should have brought one. No, I don't need them right now. It's fine. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, I do want the brown tool. Yes, I do want this one. Did an engineering person come from here? Yeah, one of the engineering people came down the ship, so they can bring the toolbox with them. Okay, and then we have our 2 communications men in there, and finally we've got our helmsman in there, and who I've got left over? I've got the captain and the first officer. So we've got 5 people on the bridge. So we might as well send the first watch officer up on the bridge as well, and the captain can go into the comms room. No, he stays in here just in case he wants to issue a address to the crew, which I probably shouldn't be issuing right now. So if we come down here, you guys can see me put all the little people on the boat. And this is all happening in real time. So that's great. The deck is always very crowded on my boat. I like to see what's going on. He's in the kitchen, and all the engineering crew are over here hiding behind this big gray plastic thing. We'll get that out of here. It's one of the resin doodads. Okay, so there we go. And that was order number 1. And order number 2 is assign observers. So we're going to tell these people to actually look for enemy ships. So we can come back here into the app. We can assign observers. We're going to say there's 6. And now we can use binoculars to look around. We're not actually moving at the moment. We're still just sat where we started, but you know, if we start... So now I'm going to take these little tokens here and assign them to everybody who's now on watch. So we got the torpedo man, this torpedo man, and the first watch officer. They're all on watch, so they've all got little tasks to do. And we got the observer. I actually have to give them extra tasks to do because they're not good at this. It's not their thing, so... These activation tokens are... Managing these are absolutely crucial to doing well at the game, and when your crew become full up of activation tokens, that's where you start getting into trouble. So, now one last thing to do, I think, before we can... and then we have to start moving, is to... Let's assign some repair crew as well. So we're going to... Oh, we need 3 people to do this. Well, that's fine. So we're going to flip over the tools card here. This enables us to essentially save, keep some people flexible. Normally when you assign people to a repair, they're locked into that repair until they are finished it. But because I'm using tools, 2 of my 3 repairmen will not be locked into the task. Actually, I've got the chief engineer here, so let's use him to maximize the sort of efficiency of this toolbox action. So I'm going to give this little green token here to the chief engineer to show that he's engaged with the task. And then I would normally give green tokens to the other 2 who are going to engage with the task as well. I'm going to use the mechanic here, the 2 mechanics to help, but they just get those normal ones. Because we're going to need the chief engineer and the machinist to set the speed of the ship as well in just a moment. And he can actually do that while he's busy fixing the thing because he's so talented. No, I'm just kidding. You can have certain actions can be taken while you're busy doing other actions. So you can see, so I've just assigned 3 workers to start work on this. That'll tell us when they're done. And you can see up here that we started at 9 o'clock, so we're already 7 minutes into the game. And I think we're ready to set a bearing. So we want to head up to AF. I'm trying to remember where it said there were targets. I'm sure we'll get some extra orders once we set sail. So I think for now, I'm going to plot a course that sort of takes me up to maybe AN 46 here, and then up towards AF 87 or 79 up here. So we're kind of sail across the North Sea at the moment. And you can see my little map here as I'm plotting my course. So I'm going to use my navigator's tools here to figure out what bearing we need. So it's going to take us roughly 15 hours of in-game time to get to AN 34. But, you know, if we spot any boats along the way, we might blow them up. Actually, it looks more like 13 hours of in-game time. And the bearing is going to be... Oh my god. The bearing is going to be 330. So we're going to set a course, which is going to be 330. So here we are in the bearing thingy. There we go. And so this is another order that I have to issue. So we're going to say set a course, and then our 2 helmsmen are going to set a course. So now we've set a course, we're going to adjust our speed. And that's going to be the crew here in the diesel engine, adjusting our speed. So we want to go full speed ahead, I think, because otherwise we'll be here all day. So just to full ahead. So ask me if crew's in position here, and we'll come back up here. The crew it doesn't have to be, like, any crew can do anything, but the crew are all specialized at some things. So essentially, if they're not specialized, it takes them a lot more effort. And you start filling up all these activation tokens. That's why all of these guys have got 1 observation token, and all these guys have got an extra activation token because they're not specialists at observing. So it's more arduous for them. So I've got my 2 engineers here down in the room there, and that was another order that I've just issued. So there we go. Full speed ahead. So now, and we can always check the binoculars here. We should see ourselves starting to pick up speed. Hooray! Do you see any boats? Nope. The game will actually tell me if I spot any boats. So the only real reason for me to come in here and look for boats is because once I've spotted them, I have to identify them. So I need to work out what kind of boats they are. Which is a whole thing. If we have a look here somewhere, I've got my boat silhouette guide. Here it is, the boat identification sheet. So I have to identify them essentially from their silhouettes on the horizon. These are the bad boats. We want to avoid these boats. These are the boats we want to blow up, but some of them also have guns. So we have to try and tell whether or not they're the kind with guns from this sheet, from the silhouettes. It can be pretty tricky. Neil says, yeah, don't worry, Neil. I've noted down where the mines are, and hopefully we'll avoid testing any of the mines. But we've got our repairs underway. We've set sail. It's all relatively peaceful for the moment. What we can do now is we're essentially in transit, so we can speed up the in-game time, and this will just speed up time until something happens. Plus, it's also fun to do this, and then you can go into the binoculars. It's something's already happened. Okay, we've got a new message from HQ. So we want to try and decode this. This is probably going to give me some kind of mission. So we're going to receive the message, and that's going to be our first officer here in the comms room, or whatever it's called, and he's a specialist at using the Enigma machine. So now we're going to go decode the message. Okay, so we're going to go instruments, the Enigma machine, and here's the coded message. We have to decode it. So today is the 9/10/40. It's either September or October. I'm not sure. All right, where's my decoder code? Okay, this is the one they cracked at Bletchley Park. All right, so we're looking on the decoder sheet here. We're like, okay, 1949 to 10. Okay, so PJZ. I think it's PJZ. 9/10. Yep. All right, so we decode. Yes, we paid for that already. Pajamas, zebra. I know my phonetic alphabet. Our air reconnaissance has reported an enemy destroyer group in quadrant AN22. Right, fucking don't go there then. AN22. Okay, so this is a bad zone. Try to avoid it if possible. Destroyers. I'm making notes here. Mines. Okay. Right, there's a lot of areas I can't go into. Oh dear. Okay. I don't know. It's a long way to Tipperary. Okay, so there we've got our new message here. That's fine. I was kind of hoping it'd give me a little mission instead of just telling me there's more areas I have to avoid. And can you imagine if the message from HQ is it's like, hey, you guys seen that movie? Alright, so we'll go back into transit for now. We're done with our thing here. We can go back into binoculars, and if we're in transit time, are we in transit time? No. Oh, we can go to action time though. Look how fast we go! Whee! U-boat on the move. U-boat on the move. I don't know where I am. So, how long has it been? We probably set sail around 9:30. So we've been on the move for about an hour. So we're probably in quadrant AN93. Fine. All right, back to transit time, baby. Here we go. We finished the repairs. Good. So this goes away. That's the wrong bowl. And you can flip these over actually just to show that like he's done. So you flip that over and that just means he's not doing his busy task anymore. But because I don't want to get my tokens confused, I just swap them out. There we go. Awesome. So I'm sure something else will break in any second. So here we go. Back to transit time, I guess. Okay. Second watch is ready, and also we've got to adjust the order track. So there's a watch system where essentially now everybody's going to swap over positions on the ship. So we're going to start, we swap this over, and now everyone's specialisms change as well. So we're on the second watch. So when that happens, these little busy tokens flip over, and these ones don't go away. Normally, you would be able to get rid of one activation token unless you transfer a job, and then you can't. So, there we go. And bam. I should have cooked some food, actually. Shit, I should have issued an order to cook some food before the watch changed. Ah, that was silly. Ah, you guys, I'm being distracted by all your chitter chatter. I'm sitting here talking about this game instead of playing it right. Okay, so the watch has changed. We got 2 new maintenance jobs. We've got one in section 5 again, and we've got one in section 2. So I guess now I've got the bloody chef on the top of the boat instead of down in the thing. So I'm going to start by issuing a mobilization order, and let's just have a quick look at these jobs as well. So we got a two-man jobs. So we'll send that this job is finished, so we have the tools back. So we'll send our engineer here, and I don't know who the right, and the mechanic up to. So we want to leave the two that in charge of the engines over there, so they can manage the engines. These two are going to come up here, and they'll bring this little box with them. And then we're going to take the chef, and he's going to come down here to cook some meals, and our guy here is going to go upstairs. So that's our movements for now, but we're going to actually stop the chef. So then we're going to issue an assign observers order. So the chef is no longer an observer, and we're going to make this man over here an observer instead. And now let's assign some repairs. So we're going to issue an order here to assign a repair job. 2 men on the repair job. So this is section 2. So we can give, we can use our tools again here in section 2. So we give 1 token to the mechanic and 1 busy token to the senior engineer. And we're going to assign the other. So here's another order. I've almost used up all my orders, but that's fine because we're not doing anything at the moment other than just trying to keep this thing floating. So they both have a busy token now. I always wind up with the chief engineers, people like so tired because just keeping this thing floating is crazy difficult. Right, so those jobs are done, and now we're going to cook some food. We're going to cook some food. I actually forgot to populate my food pyramid before I started the game, so that was good. Here we go. Populate the food pyramid. There we go. So we got a little mini game here that we can play. So there's some lemons down there, and the crew need to eat lemons. All right, so we're going to give this guy a job to make a meal. And his meal is going to be we've got, what do we got here? We've got egg, meat, bread. Is that a meal? Why is that not a meal? All right, so we're gonna make meat and egg. That's a meal, right? Meat and egg. Yeah, it's a breakfast, and we get a lemon out of that as well. So that comes down here like this. And then I guess I'm gonna give him another order to just make another meal because. I don't know, he's here now, and he might be doing something else later. So we're going to replenish these, and by the way, that's another order, so this advances. All right, cool. So what have we got here? We got any meals here? Is onions and fish a thing? No. No, we don't want onions and fish. Well, fish is only good with bread. We literally, so we can actually like sort of spend more activations to move these things around. If there wasn't a meal here, I'd be in trouble. But we can have meat and bread, which is bratwurst, I think. Or worst is, I don't know. Anyway, and then we get the other lemon out of there as well by cooking the second meal. So now I'm going to populate this pyramid again. But he's all done. He's out of activations. So it'd actually start losing morale if I continued cooking. That's fine. We've almost cooked enough meals for the day. It's going to check in at 10 p.m., so we've got one more watch change before we need to. So it's 12 noon now, so we've got one more watch change before we need to cook another meal. says, David K says, if I recall correctly, in the introductory text scroll of Das Boot, the film states that 3 of the 4 German submariners died during World War II. Yeah, I mean, I can believe it, man. This stuff is scary. All right, so we managed to sort of take care of all of our little bits there, and we're going to go back into transit for a while. Okay, we've detected a contact. That's exciting. So it's currently, what kind of weather is this? Rain. So they're going to have reduced visibility. Oh, actually, what I should do is check the details. Okay, so, oh my god. Stress. We've detected a contact. Yeah, show me the thing. Okay, so now we're going to set up our dial here, our dealy bop. So my bearing is 330. So I point the middle thing to my bearing. Sorry, my course is 330. So I point this to my course. The contact is 6.1 nautical miles away. Ooh, we don't know what it is, so we're going to use this little thing, which shows question mark. What is that? And we've got my little U-boat here as well. So I'm going to plot these out in the tactical map to help me keep track. So it is on a course of 140, which means it's actually moving almost opposite to the direction I'm going. And its bearing is 355. Which means that it's actually, oh fuck, it's basically heading straight for me. Okay, cool. So it's, we got, we're heading this way. It's basically sort of up here, heading slightly this way. So, this does not have to be super precise. This should be very precise. Actually, yeah, it's even closer than that. It's about 6 nautical miles. All right, so can we spot anything here with our binoculars? We don't have to worry too much. There it is. All right, guys. Now, all we have to do is get our silhouettes out here and just identify that boat. So, right. What is that? I can't tell. It looks like it might be a cargo ship. No, to be honest, it could be a cargo ship or a heavy lift ship. Yeah, I think it's a cargo ship or a heavy lift ship by the looks of things. It doesn't look like any of the military vessels. It could also be a motor, which is a torpedo boat, which is bad. But I don't think so. Diff's just like, dive! Cade, ramming speed, you maniac? We automatically get destroyed if we get rammed. No, everything beats us at ramming. We never win ramming, okay? Oh god, what is that? I think it's a cargo ship, but I'm not going to be able to tell whether it's armed or not from here. So, what I think I want to do actually is issue an order to reduce speed, because it's only going at 7 knots, my enemy here, or my target. So let's try and sink it, obviously. Oh god, am I going to reduce speed? It's already closed a nautical mile on us. So that's, it's coming closer, and obviously what we want to do is try and broadside it if we possibly can. So, shit. Oh god, the pressure of me doing this on stream. Okay, first off, do we have, yes, we have the people in the thing. So let's change our speed so we have a bit more time to react. And we don't just like sail right past it or get rammed. So, we're going to grab a couple of tokens here, put them down here on our 2 machinists. They're busy, but they take their time out to help us. So now that we're down to half speed, we're going to go here ahead. I'm literally adjusting things you can't see. I'm keeping track of it here though as well, just to visual aid. It's also here, so you don't actually need to do both. Okay, so now that we're on that, what we really want to do is kind of turn away. If it spots, so it's not going to spot us until it gets within about 2 nautical miles, but how long have we got until crew? Oh, we've got ages until crew change. That was an order, by the way. I do have 1 redo per watch, though. So maybe we actually mobilize and maybe we dive. Do we torpedo this thing? If it's just a merchant vessel, we can take it out with the 88mm gun and we won't lose a torpedo or have to go through the rigmarole of reloading the torpedo tubes, which is good. But um, also, I'm heading at it pretty much straight on. So I think what I want to do, actually, if it's coming this way, what I want to do is change my bearing so that I'm opening up the V. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. So I'm pointing my ship this way now. So I'm kind of opening up the V. So it's going to be heading more this way. And I'm going to be going that way. And then we're going to pass somewhere here. And I've got this broadside shot. So what I want to do is adjust my course here to open up this V. I don't really know how much I should adjust it by. So I'm going to just adjust it to 270 and see what happens. Hallenbeck, now is not the time for jokes. There's always time for jokes. Okay, what am I doing? Right, I'm adjusting the bearing. Okay, in the app, real quick, course. So we're adjusting it to what did I say? 270. So it always confirms, which is a good thing, actually. Did I issue the order? I don't think I did. So we're going to issue the order, and then we're going to mark down the activation. Okay, cool. So for our final action here, we're going to activate our... Now, we should be on the right course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give one more mobilize action, which is going to allow me to send my... We're going to send all of these people up here to the Area 7, where they are going to man the 88mm gun. Hopefully, if this thing has a gun, by the way, I'm fucked. This was a terrible idea. If it's got a gun, this was a terrible idea. If it doesn't have a gun, we're going to blow it up. I hope. We'll see. So I'm just double checking my action sheet here. Yeah, so I need 3 people to man the 88mm gun. So that's fine. We've done that. Now, if we want to change course, we are going to need someone else in there, but we've got the ensign in there to help, ensign. So I don't think we need to worry too much about that. So yeah, I don't think I need to adjust anyone else at the moment. So we're literally just mobilizing these guys up here. And now I'm going to go on to high alert, which allows me to reset this, which is once per watch. We can do that. But it's if you do it, it usually means you're going to be filling up a lot of things and stuff like that. So we want to be careful. Filling up a lot of activations, right? Because you're managing the number of orders you've got, but you're also managing the number of activations the crew have taken. And I thought this was definitely once per game. I've been using it once per game. Okay, so now that we've got our... Okay, so now that it's raining, that's bad. I might have opened too much on the V, so we'll have to check that out. But for now, contact 1, we've still got it in sight. It's about 4 away from us. It's still on its course, so it hasn't spotted us yet because it hasn't changed course. It's on 4.1 to our 270 here, and the bearing is now 58, which is still the same. So we are moving straight up here like this. It's heading this way. What have I done? I must have made a mistake. No, this is fine. Yeah, I'm pointing at where its broadside is going to be, and it's about here. So if it carries on its course, what I'm hoping is that it will pass within range of my guns here. So what I really want to do actually is increase to... I don't know if I want to increase to full speed ahead. Let's check the binoculars here. So there it is, over there. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so I still can't see whether it's got any guns or not. But I don't know if I'm going too fast. If I should slow down or speed up. So the range of my 88mm gun is 2 miles. But realistically, we're not going to hit it at that range. We want to be closer. I think at this angle, with us coming together, we should be okay. So I still don't know what kind of boat it is. Also, in the rain, its visibility is going to be really reduced. Our accuracy will also be reduced. Oh, this looks way too far away, doesn't it? I think I need to actually adjust my speed again. Let's go slow ahead. So I'm going to have to activate these two guys again, which is bad because they are now out of... I can't adjust my speed anymore. That's it. Everybody's tired over there. We're going to have to adjust morale. But look, honestly, if I blow up one ship, I'm going to be pleased. Okay. So, its bearing is now 62, which is fine. Get rid of that for a minute. So the bearing is 62, and it's still on its original course. It hasn't changed course. So it's still pretty far away. Oh god, I need some Pilsner, David. I need a Pilsner for this. Oh my god. Where is it? There, okay, there it is. Right. Does it have guns? Can anyone see if it's got guns? Oh, you guys can't see anything! Oh my god. There it is. I can't see if it's got guns. Or even what it is. I can't tell what it is. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Where's my chart? Where's my little chart? Oh god. Okay, so I think it's a cargo ship. I think it might just be a cargo ship. I think it's either a cargo ship or a freighter. The only way to tell if it has guns is to actually spot the guns on its deck. I can't see any. Yeah, Difter. I'll just blow up my own U-boat. Hooray, the Allies win. All is right. Hallenbeck says, go periscope depth and get close to identify. Hallenbeck, that sounds incredibly sensible. You're so smart, but I don't have enough people in the right places and I didn't think to do that. So I'm just going to start firing when I get close enough and hope for the best. Okay, so I still think we might be going too fast, even though we're currently on slow ahead. Its bearing looks like it's changed to 65. Yeah, so the bearing is now 65. So how is it? So yeah, I'm actually going too fast still. If I stop, we're going to lose 2 morale, but I think it might be worth it. If I stop, it should just sail right in front of me at its own speed. So I don't know. I'm not very good at this, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the ship. Stop! And that's going to cost me 2 morale. And I'll explain how morale works in a minute. Speed.
Alle Mann sofort auf Manöverstation. Alle Maschinen stopp.
So, but it costs 2 morale because these two are full and they're doing it anyway. And this is a mechanism of this level of the game. So we're going to check this card here, which is a morale card, to see what happens. Okay, so someone sprained their ankle. We assign this to a random sailor. That's not great, but we'll be all right. Where's my bag? So I've got a little baggie here with all the sailors in it. So we're going to figure out who sprained their ankle. And this just means that this sailor can only move 1 section per mobilization. So who is it? It is... Oh, one of the guys on top. Okay, so we need to... that's not great, but it's not the worst. It's the observer. It's one of the observers. Has now sprained their ankle. Okay. That's fine. We'll get the medic to deal with that in a minute. The medic's just over there, I think. Is he? No, the medic's down there, steering the ship. Okay, never mind. So, hopefully the ship is getting... It's very slow. Apparently, yeah, Yogi Bear raises a good point. What if this is a German ship? To which David helpfully answers that there's wow. because of the Ally military presence in the North Sea, there was actually very little um, presence of German surface vessels because they'd probably all just get blown up. Okay, so bearing 67. Is that what is happening? Where did I put my doodad? This is the wrong camera. Okay, bearing 67. I don't know why it's getting further over there. Necessarily. I'm gonna mark it down as a little freighter or something. Um, it's definitely not a convoy or anything like that. Okay. Still on course this way. Bearing. I don't like this bearing though. I've tried to get in front of it and then tried to get Mike, man up and try to sink it with your 77.5 centimeter deck gun. Yeah, right. My tiny little deck gun. Now, like the thing is, if I open fire at it, it'll raise the alarm. I'm way out of range at the moment. That's the problem. Way out of range. Yeah, it needs to get within 2 nautical miles for me to even have close range. Although I do like this angle I've got on it. Even though I don't know how... I don't know how... I can't even tell what angle I'm looking at it from. But it doesn't look like a little point. It looks like I've got some kind of angle on it. But I have this bad feeling like I can't tell how far in front of me it is. But it's the visibility of these merchant vessels is only like 2.4 nautical miles. Although that does mean, I suppose, that it might spot me actually quite soon. Although the rain will reduce its visibility as well. What is it? Weather rain. Well, I don't actually have any data for that. But I suppose I probably want to start approaching it again soon. My concern is that if I start going too fast, I'm going to like line up at the front of it, and then I'm gonna have this shot at the bow, which is really hard to hit. I kind of want to have this shot on the side, but if it calls for allies, then I'm in trouble. Okay, so it's gonna spot me soon. So I guess I guess I should adjust my bearing actually, and then just come at it, which is bad because now I'm spending a lot of morale. But if we blow it up, we get 3 morale back, which is good. So, God damn it, these machinists. I've still got tons of orders though, and I've got oh god, the people who steer are on top of the boat though. Damn it! All right, well this is it. We gotta do it. So I'm issuing an order to adjust the. How do I keep putting this over here, idiot? To adjust the course, we're gonna go back to 350. So I've only got 2 people that can do this, and they're both terrible at it. So we're gonna put 2 down on the radio man, and 2 down on ensign. And we're gonna adjust our bearing, so we're heading over this way now. And now we're going to adjust our speed again, which is going to cost us another 2 morale. Uh-oh. Letting the morale go down this low so early on is probably a terrible idea, but whatevs. Uh-oh, someone broke their arm. Fucking hell. Okay, we'll resolve that in a minute. I'm just going to adjust the speed here to full ahead. Okay, cool. So here we go. We're approaching the thingy. And when we get within, I don't know, 1.5 nautical miles, we can start shooting at it. And now we'll work out who broke their arm. Oh, God. I've never had as bad morale come out of that first morale deck as this. A sprained ankle and a broken arm is not great, honestly. And so far, we've only destroyed one. But so who did it? Oh, no, it's my radio man who's actually on the upper deck. He's broken his arm. This sailor's specialization icons have no effect. Okay, great. So he's actually going to fire the gun in a minute. Okay, so the enemy has raised the alarm. So let me just pause for a second there because I'm just doing a bit of token admin here. Let me just put this out here like that. All right, cool. And now we're going to go to the armaments. So we need to activate the 88mm gun. Yeah. Okay, so to do this, we're going to put one down there, and then two on this guy because he broke his arm, and it's hard for him. Poor man. Okay, so here we go. We're going to target contact 1. We're going to go up and over. Whee! So currently we've got a 0% chance to hit. I guess they've turned away from me now because they spotted me, which is kind of annoying. But we'll do our best. I mean, this is a 0% chance to hit, so we need to get closer. I'm still miles away, actually, so that's not great, but... Oh well, we'll just sit here and hope we get close enough to hit. I tend to... Neil says he's going to 3D print a sub. Oh, we can come back up to this view, I guess. Well, it looks like we've got a pretty good angle on it, actually. I hope it's not some kind of destroyer. It looks really bigger from the side than I anticipated. Okay, we're getting to the point now where we're 1.5 nautical miles away, so we might be able to hit it now. And we're actually kind of back on course. The original course I had. Do. Come on, guys. Radio Man broke his arm so we could do this. Oh, we're only 1.2 miles away. I hope they don't have any guns, because I didn't check. Imagine on the first patrol, there probably won't be any guns on this ship, but that's metagaming. I could be completely wrong. How come I still can't hit this thing? Bang. Oh, here we go. Damn it, it turned so that it's now pointing the wrong damn way. Damn it. Oh my god! Ooh! Ooh! The hell is this? I've never met a ship as tough as this in this game. We did it! We destroyed a thing! I think. Usually it's like, hey, contact one was sunk, decrease morale by 3. What was it? We don't know, but we sunk it. Cool. We sunk a ship! Oh, I'm so pleased we actually sunk an enemy ship. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, back up to here. That's good. Morale goes up by 3. Hallenbeck says, don't collide with it. Yeah, don't sink myself on the ship's thing. Alright, so let me just check to see where I'm bloody going now. We're heading up to... if you get 1 high alert per watch... Oh, do you have to keep putting these tokens out? Yes, you do. That's why. Okay, so I'm currently heading sort of a bit too far inland. I do have 2 more people over here, but they are... Okay, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually use one of my cigarettes here to have a cigarette break, because we're all feeling real good. So anyone on the top of the ship can have a cigarette break. So we're going to give all of our little guys up here the radio man too, and he can't, he's not on top. So we get rid of 4 of these tokens because everyone's having a little break. Who else is up there who could use a break? Actually, you're all kind of all okay. So maybe it's not a good idea to use this right now. Yeah, everyone else is actually fine. Yeah. No, I don't know when they're going to go back up there, though. So yeah, it's fine. We'll use it for 3, even though that doesn't feel great. And then we're going to mobilize, and I'm going to have to send Broken Arm Man onto the deck here. And we're going to send the medic up to the deck to help him. I'm going to send these 2 back into the ship to change the course, I think. We're gonna put these 2... No, they need to just stay there, I guess. Oh, God, they're still fixing something. They can't move. Damn it. I'm gonna send this man up to the top, though. He might have a... Oh, damn it. Damn it! It's fine. This is fine. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Okay. Sure. So, what time is it? Okay, it's still 2 p.m. Yes, victory cigar. Okay, so I think this is fine. So, let's go ahead and just do this. These 2 are actually also up on the top of deck there. You guys can have a little look inside the boat. As everybody's hanging out. Oh, this camera's probably unnecessary. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust the course back to what I had it on before because I don't want to run aground or anything. So that's 3:30. So I'm going to have to give these 2 one more token. After their cigarette break, they're straight back into cigarette stealing ship. Adjust course. All right, cool.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
And hopefully we won't adjust speed. We want to stay on full speed ahead because we are, of course, trying to get out of here now, just in case the boat said something to its friends or something. David, there are convoys and escorts. This is in 1940, so it is early in the war, but there's already convoys out there. There's just also some lone merchant ships as well. I think but you can play right up until 1945. I haven't played any missions later in the war yet because they're difficult. The Allies get a lot of new toys and they get better sonars and things like that, and they just like, yeah, 1945 must be really, really difficult. You probably can't be as cavalier as I was, just attacking some random boat. I'm sure that as the war progresses, the Allies get a lot more armaments on their boats. So we're kind of back to a period of rest now, which is good because I did exert myself there somewhat. So we're pretty much just waiting for the crew change. What I am going to do is I'm going to give one more order here to the medic. Oh, who's the other one who hurt themselves? Ah, great. So they're both actually up here on deck now, both of the injured crew. So um, we're going to give the medic one more activation and then an additional activation by adjusting morale here to heal our wounded people. So we're going to take some bandages to heal the broken arm and some bandages for the sprained ankle as well. And then when those people are changing their shift, they will get better, which is good. Um, yeah, so that's that. I think we're all out of anything we can do until. Okay, so there's a section 2. The repairs are done. So that's basically the most easy possible points you can score in the game, like sinking on our merchant vessel with the gun. That's the easiest. Everything else is way more difficult than that. So this comes back. Who's in there? This guy and this guy. So they're done working for now. Okay. Neil says the later war games are suicide missions. Kate says, do you have to make it back to base before the mission time runs out? No, Kate. And this is, I think, a good thing. They don't make you sail all the way back to base. They just, there's a button to just go back to base. So you just make sure you press that before you run out of time. Okay. So what I'd like to do actually, if I have one more order, I do have order. So I'm going to give an order to check the sextant just to find out where on earth we are because I completely lost track in that little fight there. So I put a little dealy bop out here on my observer with the sextant. He's just going to use that to check our location. So we can use the sextant to. Oh no, we can't because it's raining. We can't use the sextant in the rain. So I guess we'll have to wait for that to stop. So I'll just undo that. There's nothing to see. We blew it up. Is there any land? There's land over there. It says land about 90, on a bearing of 90. So we can maybe figure out what kind of land that's meant to be. So we're currently on a bearing of, what did I put us on? 330? There's land at 90, and then it ends. So, I mean, to be honest, that's probably still Denmark. So we're probably still somewhere around AN 93 or 63, I think. So I guess we'll go into action for a while. Oh my god, it actually kind of looks like we're going to hit that land. But we're not. We're going this way. Okay, there is no land. Oh, sailing my boat in the ocean. Neil says he recommends the full-on Steam implementation that doesn't have the board game. Interesting, I haven't tried that. Oh god, Iron Wolf VR, a U-boat VR game? That sounds awful. That sounds terribly scary. We are sailing. I should have learned some sailor song. Oh, a storm! Oh my god, the seasickness! Ugh, 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 ugh. Get me out of here. All those poor sailors on deck. Oh my god. Just refreshing my coffee here. I'm having a little coffee break. Keep my energy up. U-boats are not affected for those with claustrophobia. They're very cramped. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but like the path through the center of the model here is super narrow. Like I suppose these are probably about to scale. So like these little guys here, there's like they'd have to like sort of squish up against the walls just to move past one another. Like it's absolutely mad. Oh, something happened. Oh, I finished repairs. It's fine. Quick, back to the mission. Um, right, these repairs are done. These guys also need a cigarette break. If I have to change speed for any reason, then I'm in trouble. Ugh. Ugh. Goddamn British weather. Oh my god, the audio went all robot there for a minute. Well, at least nobody's gonna see me at this point. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Neil. Okay, so um I guess we can just go back into transit for a little while. Just trying to think if there's anything else I want to do before the shift change, but I don't think so. I think I'm just waiting for shift change. Alright, so the 88mm cannon needs clearing. The weather's clear, so we can use the sextant now. So let's do that as well. Can people fall off during a storm? Difter hasn't happened to me, but anything's possible, I suppose. So we're going to put that down there. We need to clean that cannon. But I'm going to activate one more order here. Use the sextant with the observer there so we can figure out just exactly where. Quadrant AN37. Okay, yeah, so we're pretty much on course to where we want to be, which is, so we're in this quadrant here. So I'll see if I can show you guys on the camera down here. It's not a great view, I'm sorry about that. Which is also off apparently. Here we go. So we're in AN37. We're heading to AN34. There's nothing there in AN34. I just need to I want to get up to AF, where hopefully we'll find a convoy with some valuable merchants in it we can destroy. But they said that up around AF areas where we're going to find those valuable ones, but we want to be careful of the mines in 12 and 15, and we want to be careful of the destroyers in AN22. So we're going to hug the coast as best we can as we head up to AF 87 and look for a convoy to attack. So there we go. Yeah, right, Eddie, where's Cthulhu? No, that's the wrong game. That's the perpetually delayed one, but I forgot the name of temporarily because my brain is doing too much. Okay, so I'm not going to trigger this maintenance task yet. I think I'll let the next round of engineers deal with that. Or maybe no. Let me just check who's on the other side. No, I need these two for something else. So, yeah, I guess we're just sort of hanging out now for a little while. So we can go back into transit for a little bit. We'll just keep. We want to make sure, actually. So if we're in. Oh, sugar! I missed this first watch trigger. Oops. Okay, so the watch has changed over now. Anyway, we're gonna swap this over. This goes back up to full. We've dropped that one. These all drop down. All my torpedo people are now exhausted. I really need to take these three off watch. It's actually really stupid that I left them up there. So we get rid of one of those. We don't get rid of that. We just swap over. so and we can also actually this one doesn't go because this is healed instead. And actually that's true of this guy as well. I didn't actually remove anything from him anyway, because he also had a token to transfer. Okay. Cool. Right. So that's watch changed over. So let's have a quick look. Where's the chef at? He's currently on deck. Having a look around. Who's in the chef's quarters? Well, we only need to cook one more meal, so maybe this guy can cook a little meal. We want to do that before 10 p.m., so I think we might as well. The other thing is, when did I check that? So I checked we were in AN37 at 6 o'clock. So just making a little note here that I've done that. So we're probably going to get to AN34 on this bearing in about 3 hours. I don't know where I was in AN34. Something like 3 hours. So in about 4 hours, at about 10 o'clock, I'll probably change the bearing. The course. Sorry, bearing is the wrong term. I'm changing course. Bearing is the position of another ship in relation to me, physically. So bearing is actually unrelated to course. So I'm confusing literally everyone. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong terms. If you're sitting at home and you actually know about nautical stuff and you're mad at me, I don't blame you. So I'm currently on course for 3:30. Yeah, which is going to take me pretty much smack into those destroyers. So in about 3 hours, I want to change my course to probably about 350. Because what we want to get is up here to 87. So that's going to take us probably another like bunch of hours. Hopefully these destroyers haven't moved east, or we're going to be in real trouble. So let's have a quick look here. So from there, we're heading. Yeah, so we probably want to head about 35, really. Hopefully that'll take us pretty close to the shoreline of Sweden and Norway, but at least we'll be staying away from Britain. I don't know how bad that coastline is compared to the British coastline. I don't know if it would have been better to maybe have like tried to head up sort of AN21 way, like between the destroyers and the Isle of Orkney, Isle of those ones by Anton. But as it stands, we're going along the coast here. So, well, actually, maybe if we want to stay a little way away from the coast, we can go 350, 352, something like that. That looks a bit tight, doesn't it? So we'll see. All right. Well, David, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I've actually got 30 people watching. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for checking out U-Boot. I hope that you've joined after the first sinking of the enemy ship and not my ship. So that's good. I say the enemies. Of course, we are sinking allies because we're a German U-Boot. But let's not think about that too much because I don't want to. Yeah, we're just sort of carrying out our technical exercise here. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't change bearing. It's fine. Don't yell at me in German. Yeah, so in about about 10 o'clock we'll change the bearing. So I think until 10 o'clock we can probably just go into transit. Oh, actually we'll cook a meal. I said I was going to cook a meal. Before I forget, we'll just issue an order to cook a meal. And that's this man down here. He's going to cook some food. Is it better to... No, this is fine. I think this is fine. So, right, what do we got here? What can I cook with this? I got a lemon. Can I do fish and onions? Is that a thing? I'm sure you can do fish and onions. I swear I've written this incorrectly, but I might be wrong about that. Show me the menu on the U-boot. Nope, I did it right. You can literally only make tinned fish sandwiches. So fish and bread, and that's it. So can I do potatoes and onions? That doesn't sound good. Maybe make a little waffle, a little pancake or something? Um, is there literally nothing I can cook here? We surely meat and potatoes is a thing. It is. We can make meat and potato. Can we make meat, potato, onion? Yes, we can. Meat, potato, onion. It's a casserole, baby. All right, so that'll get morale up, which is good because it's down 1. Actually, this will increase morale by 3. But that's fine. I don't mind over increasing morale. Actually, do you know what? Let's not, though, because we'll put the onion back. Because the thing is, once we start getting through this, every time we exhaust this pile of tokens, some food perishes and we run out of supplies. So we'll just we'll cook the basics. This will increase morale by 2, which will get us back up to max anyway. All right, so there we go. All right, so we did that. It should. Did I issue an order for it? I definitely put out the activation tokens. Let me know if I forgot to issue an order, chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that I did. Okay, we probably want to get to clearing that maintenance section as well, actually, now that we've got the new crew on. So, who is in charge of you two? So, we're mobilizing. You two need to move into here. Okay, so I need to change that. And you two need to go up on deck here to fix that. Bring one of the toolboxes with you. These two can bring it into there. Which one do I want? Yeah, so I want this one. So they bring it into here, there, and then these guys take it up onto deck 7. Um, do I want to do any other mobilization while I'm here? I don't think so. I guess I should take these two down. Actually, yeah, these two need to go down here into the that area, and these two actually should head over here to the comms room to in case I get a message from HQ, something like that, or if I need to use the radio. Right, and my captain, I guess he's in the right spot, so you can just hang out there. Okay, so you're up there, and everyone's in here like that, and these guys are there like that. Hey, everyone's doing something on the U-boot. All right, cool. So that was a mobilization order. And now we are going to issue a repairs order. So repairs the U-boot. So we're going to flip over this little card here, which means that only one of them has to have a busy icon. So we're going to give that to one of them. It doesn't really matter. The other one just has this. I don't know. This is just keeping him flexible in case we need him to move somewhere else in a pinch. But we can start the work.
Reparatur, sofort.
And what else was I going to do? Is that it? I think, yeah, everyone else was just mobilizing into preparations to be in the right spot. So I think that's us good for now. Okay. Get my little contact set up over here. Back to transit. Hey, Bryce, thanks for joining in chat, man. And yes, Middle Earth has changed. Okay, so the 80 minutes, we've literally finished the repairs already. That was a really short job. Okay, fine. That's cool. All right, come on. Let's get to the exciting stuff. Back into transit mode.
Herr Kaloin, wir führen eine Wartung durch.
What happened there? Oh, a bunch more repair jobs just came out. Good God. The mechanics on this ship are so busy all the time. Okay, so we've got torpedo tube checkup in section 5. We've got, no, section 6. Torpedo 5 tube checkup in section 6. These cards in the wrong spot. That's the aft torpedo tube. The stern torpedo tube. In the stern, we've got the sextant adjustment in section 2. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, but that's fine. I'm not the person to do. Okay, so diesel engine lubrication and main hatch maintenance. So there are ways as well to get the other crew involved in this if I don't want the engineering crew to become overwhelmed. But we've still got everyone kind of busy doing stuff at the moment. Jan says, how long did the setup take? It takes a little while to get set up. Once you know how to do it, it's not too bad. Having said that, I've left it set up for like 8 months because I'm trying to figure out how to play it. But yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as it looks, but it's not quick. 30 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes? No, that's way too long. 15, 20 minutes maybe. 8 months setup must be a record. Yeah. Yep. But hey, here we are. We're gonna maybe sink another boat. But now I have to deal with all of this repairs stuff. Okay, so what do we got going on here? So the sextant adjustment is an relatively easy job. Diesel engine lubrication is quite a tricky job, but fortunately we've got our head engineer in there. Although he doesn't have a toolbox. What idiot didn't give him a toolbox? Right, and the main hatch lubrication is also in 3. So I guess I should just mobilize again. Hopefully this will be fine. So, oh yeah, I should have put another one of these tokens out to indicate I can do another high alert. So every time you do a high alert, you have to put one down here, and then you have overall less orders you can give every watch, essentially. So you don't want to do high alerts all the time, because you have diminishing returns and all that. Okay, so let's do one more mobilize action then. And what we're going to do is we're going to send some crew around to fix some stuff. These two down here need a toolbox if they're going to fix the diesel engine, but they could use bearings, which are in toolbox, the brown one, which I've left on the upper deck. So what's the job in section 6? So that's 2. So I need a total of 5, 6, 7 people here, and I've got 4. But other people can help out. So we just need to give them sort of some support if they are going to help out. So we can use these cards here to do that, but we have to discard them. These ones are perpetual. There's some basic tools in here that we can keep reusing. These other cards are not perpetual, so once they're gone, they're gone. Well, you two just need the toolkit. So if these two actually, let's just take it easy. We don't need to do everything all at once. So we'll head down there. We'll drop this off in here. Oh, draw an event card. Okay, we'll do that in just a second while we finish our mobilization first. And they drop the toolbox off in there, and they can take this other toolbox in there with them. And yeah, I think that's going to be it, actually. 6. What is section 6? It needs 2 people. It's a torpedo tube checkup. So actually, this toolbox, has a torpedo tube bonus in it. So maybe we let one guy go and do that, and the other guy can head up here. And he can utilize one of his friends here to help him fix the sextant. In fact, he doesn't even need a friend to help him fix the sextant. Yeah, so with the exception of the job here, we've got the others covered. Okay, so that's fine. So I'll set them to work in just a moment, but first we have to do an event card. So these are just random fun things that could happen. Let's go here, and what we got here? Mold. Discard 1 bread or 1 meat token from the available products pyramid. Do not fill the empty space. Ooh. Well, I only got one bread token, so my bread's gone moldy, damn it. God damn it. I thought I had a little token tray for these, but I don't. Okay, so that's fine. Then let's start issuing repair orders. We got the sextant adjustment here, so that's one order there. And that's just one person needed to do that, so where am I repair to put these down on the wrong spot, can't find anything. Okay.
Reparieren Sie das. Tempo.
Okay, so we're going to start on the diesel engine lubrication as well, and we're going to have to give up the bearings. So just one card per repair, but we're going to give up the bearings there to make sure that they get that done, because normally it requires 3 people, but we've only got 2. So that is the chief engineer and the machinist that are working on that.
Reparieren Sie das. Sofort.
And then we got our man over in torpedo tube 5. So we're going to give up our sealing materials there to help fix that. So he can get started on this, as though there are 2 of them, even though there's just one.
Reparatur. Sofort.
And that was another order. In fact, I think, is that 2 more orders? I feel like after this I'm out of orders. So I think I might have forgotten to give an order there. There we go. Okay. So we're basically all out of orders now. So hopefully nothing too bad happens. Oh yeah, I was supposed to change course in an hour. Well, I guess we're not changing course until right at the 3 hours. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wait a minute, let me just double check my navigation here. So the idea was that in 3 hours from there, we're going to be about there-ish. If we wait an additional 2 or 4 hours, actually, I think it was 4 hours. So yeah, it should be fine. It's going to be 6 hours. It takes us up to there. Yeah, that's fine. This is pretty much, we need to change course as soon as the shift changes. It's fine. It's just a shame because these guys have got plenty of availability to do it. I'm just out of orders. I do actually have a token here that could let me issue an order, but I don't think I want to use that right now, so that's fine. Go back into transit. Kate asks, would you say you've learned some real-life skills while learning to play this? So we just got a prompt there. What has the crew eaten today? This always happens at 10 o'clock. And the answer is 3 full meals. So, wow, I'm just in the wrong camera this whole time. There we go. So we got our 3 meals all cooked. So all of this food is consumed. So it just heads over here to the discard. These lemons as well have all been consumed, although that's fine. And morale increases by 2. So that's good. I don't really want to issue another order with morale, though, because I don't want to take another one of these cards. Do you know what? I think maybe... Let's wait, actually. I kind of want to put the activation tokens on these 2 guys here, though. So I think it might be worth it, depending on what this card is. Do we change bearing now? We'll wait a little bit. Cade, I think I don't know, man. Like I think this game certainly draws on your real life skills. Like it's definitely tricky. Like,
Havarie behoben, Herr Kaloin.
okay, so we've repaired this one here, which is fine. So that one comes away, and that is our mechanic who's done there. Put that back. Lives over there now, I've decided. Okay, back into transit.
Wir haben Kontakt, Herr Kaloin.
Oh, we've seen something. Oh god. Okay, so we've seen something. Fuck. Okay, so it is a contact. It's on a bear. Okay, we are on course 330. It's on course 113. We are on 330, right? Yep. And it's on bearing 5. Okay, so it is. We are here. It is heading this way, and it's just there. So I've seen it just kind of off of our right bow. What's port and starboard? It's about 3.8 miles away. And so I think maybe. Oh god, there's two. Okay, that probably means it's a convoy then. Okay, so we don't want to get too close, and we're closing pretty fast. So we've got a shift change in about an hour. So maybe what we can do actually is drop down to periscope depth and then just follow them. Be a bit sneaky like that. So let's do that actually. I like that idea a lot. So I have no orders left. Shit.
Herr Kaloin, wir haben Kontakt.
Okay, a third contact. Great. It's definitely a convoy, so I can't really fucking sit around. Okay, so I think we have no choice here but to issue another high alert. And yep, so we're going to start by mobilizing. And we're going to mobilize to go to diving. The diving thing. So we're going to get all of these folks off of the top here. So let's have a look here. We got. Oh my god, there's 4 of them? Fucking hell. Okay, I need to get down under the water so I can see what's going on. Without getting spotted. Shit. Okay. So we need everybody into here. Basically, I need some people to run these guys. Where are they? They're both in there, so these guys are no good. So let's we got our helmsmen's in the helmsman area. Okay, let's move our radio men over to here so they can actually help adjust the speed there. And we're going to take these 3 down. They're going to come here into comms. None of them are going to have any real action tokens, but the captain is already in there, so you can use the periscope. That's good. Actually, we need the hydrophone operator still over here, so we don't want to move him. We've got this mechanic. He can move. He needs to be in here. This mechanic is going to have to stop his job, so we're going to have to go into repairs here. What are you working on, Circle Man? You're working on the torpedo tubes, so we're going to pause that work. He's going to have to stop, and he's going to have to move up here into there as well so we can dive. Okay, so I think that's everyone in the right position. I'm just thinking about all of these boys here. I might need someone else down there, and I might need someone else down there. Okay. So, come on, boys, get into the boat. So we have to get them all off the top of the boat, because if we dive when they're on the boat, they'll all drown, and that's no good at all. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can actually initiate a dive. So new order is dive the boat, and we're going to set a depth of periscope depth, which is 10 meters. Is everyone in the correct positions? Yes. So we're going to have the 2 helmsmen take an action. We're going to have the chief engineer and the machinist take an action. And we've got our 2 ballast mechanics here taking actions as well. So we've lost all our contacts because we can't see them anymore. But now we're underwater. So what we can do is give an order to the captain to use the periscope here, or we can use the hydrophone. In fact, let's use the hydrophone. That's my preferred option at the moment. So we've picked up our contact here. So we shall also go 10 meters down on here to periscope depth, and we're still in full speed ahead. So our closest contact is contact 2. So hopefully they won't be able to see us at periscope depth at this range. We're very, very close. So I think I need to adjust the speed of the ship as well. So let's drop speed down to... I don't want to be out of range. So speed submerged, full ahead is 8 knots. So actually maybe let's not adjust it for now. But I'm coming up very close on contact 2, so maybe once we get a bit closer actually. Alright, so where are they at anyway? The closest is contact 2, who is currently on a bearing of 20 degrees, and their course is 113 still. So they haven't adjusted course, so I don't think they've spotted me. I'm still on 330, so I'm here going forward. We know there's 4 contacts, even though we don't really know who they are yet. Question mark? So this is about 2.7, 2.6 nautical miles up here. And we got one at bearing 12. Yeah, so it looks like the convoy is basically crossing right in front of me. Like this. Or, right, no, that's wrong though, because we've got one at the back here who's basically like there. Actually, I'm more like over here though. And much closer than that, so it looks like it's kind of like this. Where's the 4th contact? Alright, so there's one that's actually at a bearing of 28. I think something like this. Okay, so let's do a periscope order, because we need to see what the hell is going on with them. I should have actually done the periscope first and then the hydrophone second. Right, so they're all on a bearing over there. God, I'm not gonna do... Okay, there they are. So... oh God, what are they? Okay. So, I mean, it looks like that one up front is... God, I don't know what that... It looks like a Flower class Corvette. So I think that's a Flower class Corvette. Behind it, it looks like we've got a freighter. And then back there, that looks like a... Yeah, we're just picking up our contacts again. These are the same ones. That looks like... Oh, God. There is a... I don't know what the hell that is, actually. It looks like a bulk carrier, maybe? And then behind it, I'm going to imagine that that's a boat that I don't want to see. Like a... Is that another Corvette? No. I don't know what that is at the front. That looks like a U-boot. I think that's a Corvette, though. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm in a kind of a good position here to just, like, fire a torpedo and then run away. I feel like I kind of just stumbled upon these guys. I just have to be careful of that Flower class Corvette, really. But maybe we can take out the this contact here, who is... I'm not sure which contact that is. God. Yeah, I don't know who this guy at the back is, though. I'm literally here with my little sheet, trying to figure this out. Because it looks different to the that one up front. I don't know what that one up front is. That might be a patrol boat, maybe? No. It's got 2 stacks at the back. Is it a destroyer? Yeah, actually, I think that one up front's a destroyer. And that one at the back is a Flower class corvette. No, it doesn't have the right prow. Patrol boat, maybe? No, it's got too many masts, though. Maybe that one at the back is... Maybe they're all just... Oh, there's a destroyer. That's a destroyer. That looks like a heavy lift ship. Actually, that's the one we want to get, if we can. That's the most valuable target there, I think. So, let's see what we can do about destroying this destroyer, which is... I don't know which contact it is. But, what time is it? So, I've still got about an hour, really, if I want to... So, what we can do, actually, is we can change our bearing. We can change our course to match their course. So, I had their course down as 113. So, let's just go to 113. And then we can just follow them for about an hour until the shift changes. And then we'll have new orders and everything to deal with this.
Alle Mann sofort auf Manöverstation. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
So I've changed course, and that's an order, and also... So now I should just be sailing essentially alongside them for the time being. This is actually a perfect time to attack because it's night, so that it's less likely to spot me. So what we can do now is we can activate the action tab here to just try and advance it an hour, and hopefully nothing scary will happen while we stalk the convoy. Fingers crossed. We're just letting time advance. Hopefully. Okay, so we've basically, we were up here. I think we'd gotten to around here, and now it's adjusted our course so that we're essentially, where are we heading? So we're actually heading back towards Denmark now. Okay. Not Denmark. Yeah, I don't know. Oh God. Is there another order I should issue before the shift changes? I've got one more order. I don't think so. No. Let's just let it play out. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna mess this up, guys. I'm really bad. Oh, I should issue maybe a mobilization order. Yes. Let me take a quick look at the new crew. We can do a mobilization order. So who's taking over, right? So we need the torpedo men's. Okay, so hang on. Here is my final order before the shift change happens. So I'm not going to issue any other orders. Okay, I got 12 minutes in real time. That's fine. Okay, so we need the torpedo men's, which is you two, heading up to the bow, I guess. My favorite thing to do is actually to turn the stern towards the enemy ship and then just fire this torpedo as I run away. But this is what we're doing. We're I don't know. So bosun is periscope, so he needs to be there. Bosun's mate also needs to be there. Right. Oh, wait, we're on the lower. Oh shit. Yeah, we should be like this. Okay, so let me think. Let me think. You guys don't really do anything right now, so we'll put the chef in the crew quarters, and I don't know, you guys with spare actions, where do I need you to be? I don't know. I'll tell you what I do need is I need you engineers who move the ship which is you and you. We're currently not working on anything over here in the battery room, so we can adjust our speed. But I also want to be able to adjust depth, which is a bummer because I can't move those two right now. They're working on something. Maybe I need to put these repairs on hold. I don't want to though because I gave up a card to do it. But to be fair, it's a war zone, so I'm going to pause that, move these two into here in case we need to adjust our depth because we're almost certainly going to have to do that. Right, you two are not going to be those two though, so I need you and you back in here and you two up here because I definitely need Hydrophone Man in the right place. I don't think I really need Radio Man there. So Radio Man, you could go and help somewhere else where I might need help, like maybe up here. And Periscope Guy, we definitely got you set up correctly. So I haven't moved Chef, which is fine. I haven't moved Circle Guy, which is also fine, I guess. What I should get actually is someone else. Yeah, let's move Circle Guy. Sorry, one of my Navigator men here to help with the hydrophone if needs be. So there we go. That's our mobilization as we get ready to shoot a torpedo and run away. I'm only going to try and blow up one of these things. I'm not going to take on the whole convoy, right? Like that would be potentially really bad, I think. Although to be fair, once I get far enough away, I want to surface. That's fine. We can probably mobilize again before that happens. Okay. Then we are done with that, so we can go back into transit, I think. Okay, so there's the second watch that's just got ready. So we can swap over here. Oh, I don't know why all these people still have glasses. I should have got rid of these tokens. Because nobody's observing anymore. So this swaps over like this. And we're going to get rid of these three. This one. This swaps over here. Of each of these. And just going to keep doing this. Okay. And these two stopped working, didn't they? I paused that, so they're not going to swap up any tokens. Okie dokie. So we got more orders, and I guess our first order is to use the okay, let's use the periscope first to just do you know what, actually, let's okay, what are we going to do here? I literally just did the whole shift change off camera. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to do a lot. Okay, so presumably we're still in this position here. So hopefully, actually, I will have pulled a bit further ahead. So what we really want is to make sure that this contact here, so we want to identify the three contacts. We want to make sure this one is a bit behind us. And then we want to essentially change our bearing, and we just want to make sure that when we change our bearing, this one's going to be, we might be too far ahead, so we might need to slow down. But I guess first we check the hydrophone. So one order, use the hydrophone. Hydrophone Man. God, you don't have enough. Nobody has enough. Everybody's too tired. I need to go on a nice leisurely cruise and give everyone a chance to just rest. Yeah, he is in position. So where are our contacts here? Are they behind me now? Have I lost everybody? Oh, I got a whole... Oh god, where is that? Okay, so they're still on the same course, so we're all still on the same course, but the... I'm going to reposition this. So we've got a contact there. So if I'm here, where the hell is that? They're behind me now, I guess. So we're on the same course, so we're all on 113, and Oh, that's wrong camera. And okay, so they're now like off to the left. Okay, yeah, actually this is about right. So the bearing is no, the bearing is 240, so they're over there. Okay, so one of them is 1.8 nautical miles. Jeez, that's so close. Okay, so one of them is like there. Um, is that the lead ship? We got
Wir haben Kontakt, Herr Kaloin.
okay, so we got our 4 contacts. Okay, so let's have a quick look here. Okay, so we got 2. That's got to be up front. Two's up front because of the distance, the 1.4 nautical miles. So, and that's basically right next to us. So we've got 2 is right next to us. We've got 3 behind that, and then we've got 4 behind that, and 5 behind that. So we're basically currently running about parallel to the front boat and the convoy here. So what we really want to do, I think, is slow down and then wait for this one to pull ahead, wait for this one to pull in, and then we can just kind of turn, shoot it, and then turn and run. I'm so bad at the turning and running. We'll probably get blown up, but that's fine. You know, at least we've fired a torpedo, and that's more than I could have hoped for, honestly. Okay, so right. So what I want to do is adjust my speed. So we're currently going 8 nautical miles. They're going at 7. So if we go half speed, we'll drop to 4, and that means that they will start to pull ahead. So what I need is for my oh god, I'm going to lose so much morale, but it's fine. So we're going to I'm going to start by issuing an order to alter speed, and that's with our machinists here. We've got a couple of other people over here that can also pull this off if necessary. So we're going to adjust speed to half ahead.
Mannschaft, auf Position.
Yeah, correct.
Beide Maschinen
So
halten
remember, we have to be in
voraus.
section 6 to operate the submerged things. Sorry, chat, if I'm not engaging very much right now. I'm just really focused. Okay. So now really what we want to do is we want to observe that contact 2 is pulling ahead. So let's go to action here. Because that contact 2 is going at 7.6 nautical miles. That, yeah, it's going up. So, and contact 4 should be getting closer as well. But contact 4 is pretty much directly at a right angle to us. So really, this is our time to strike. Let's go back to real time. Because contact 4 is... Yeah. Okay, so we're basically now perpendicular to contact 4. So, I mean, let's just freaking change our course here and see what happens. Okay, so we want to change our course to... so we're on a bearing of... Hang on, we're currently on this course. They're on a bearing of 271. So there. So if we want a broadside, then we need to change our course to 20 degrees, to 20. Here. I don't know what you guys can actually see. I can't monitor all of this stuff at once. Okay, here we go. I'm so sorry. So we're issuing an order to change course. Cool.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay, and now probably want to increase speed as well, actually. So let's go back to full ahead because we're basically in fucking attack mode now. So we're going to issue an order to go back to full ahead.
Mannschaft, auf Position.
And I don't have that crew left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this guy and this guy. They're helping out in the engine room there. Cool. Good job, team. All right.
Beide Maschinen
And now we need to change to periscope. So periscope order. We've lost context. That's fine though. Where's the captain? I mean the bosun. All right. So bosun is checking the periscope. So yeah.
Wir haben Kontakt, Herr Kaloin.
Yeah, I know. So we need to check our contacts here. Do. Okay, so there's one. So that's the target. Can we please spot it? There's the destroyer up front. One of the other ships. This is the target, so I need... Okay, if we've got the targets detected, then I guess we can open up the armaments, right? So this is the targeting computer that we're activating now, so I'm giving an order to do that. I've got one more high alert, but I'm using so many high alerts. This is really not that great. So we're activating the bosun's mate here to do the targeting computer. Okay, so that's contact 5. But we want... No, that's contact 4 there. So we want to target contact 4 here. And we're going to fire, I think, a steam torpedo because they're more reliable and it's nighttime. So it's going to ask if is the crew in position, and that's correct. We're going to give... we need to use our high alert. So one more order to trigger these two. And say okay. So we're flooding the tanks. And we're ready to fire. Is fire the torpedo an order? Oh, yeah, it is. But we didn't actually need both of those guys up there. So the ensign did the flooding. And now we're going to issue the order to fire the torpedo. Fire! So he's fired the torpedo there. Let's flood the tanks, fire the torpedo. Alright, so now we're just going to, I don't know, keep our periscope going. So there's the nautical mile countdown to see if it hits, I guess. Hopefully this was the right target to pick. Hopefully the torpedo doesn't miss or fail. We could potentially fire another torpedo if we need to. Okay, oh, here we go. This is going to make everyone go nuts in a minute, so it's going to be like me panicking. Alright, cool. Oh, actually, maybe we could shoot one other thing. Do we have time to shoot one other guy? You think? Yeah, we can probably get contact 5 as well. Let's fire another one. I've got another order. No, I'm going to run out of orders. Nah, fuck it. Let's fire another torpedo. Okay. Flood. And fire. Okay, now we've fired that, so now I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't need to watch this hit. So I'm going to change my course. And we're going to change course to... So we're currently going on a 20, and we want to get the frick out of here, so we're going to change course to 330. And... Oh, shit! So we changed course. I think that was the torpedo hitting, not me getting depth charged. Okay, so we set a new course. We're still at full ahead. What we really want to do here, I think, actually, is to come out of the water, but I can't. So let's dive instead. So we're going to change depth. This is my last order. So we're going to change depth to... I do have the right boys in the right place, right? Yes, I do. Okay, we're changing depth to, like, way deep. Let's go as deep as we can, because that'll make us harder to spot. I think. Okay, so I'm going to lose 2 morale, because I need to use 2 guys who are on full thing. So morale's going to go down by 2. I'll deal with this card in a minute. We're going to activate these 2 guys, and we're going to change our depth. Okay, and now we're all out of orders, so that's it. This is our life now. Um, Yogi Bear, there are no enemy subs because I guess the allies didn't have any. Someone's got insomnia. Okay, so okay, that's the sonar trying to pick us up. So there is a boat somewhere. Yogi Bear, did you? I was on max morale when I hit. Uh, so my radio man now has insomnia. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really have much options here because I'm all out of orders. Critical depth reached. Yep, that's fine. We're at what depth did we drop to? Oh, 165. Oh, we're slightly over. Actually, I think we're just on the wrong side of depth, so we don't want to stay down here too long. Yeah, who could sleep on a U-boot? Are you kidding me? I don't like the sound of that. So it's good to actually like. There's all kinds of cool tips about how to avoid getting caught out by this stuff. Um, I do actually have the ability to issue one more order, sort of without um, necessarily causing an issue. But I don't really, because the thing is, I need the hydrophone active to check where the enemy is, and then I still need orders to avoid it. So um, there's also a really cool function where if you're playing on your phone or on a tablet, you can during like these moments where the enemy's hunting you, you can set it so that it's voice sensitive, so that it'll like listen to you. And actually, I think you can do it on the computer as well if you have a microphone. But I don't have that set up because I couldn't talk to you guys while I was running. I don't want to. I can't sort of run a stream and try to be quiet, but it's really cool the idea of depth charges. Okay, that's bad. So I don't know what I should do here. But um, let's uh, let's play reprimand.
Es treten toxische Dämpfe aus, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, toxic gas, toxic gas. So morale goes down by 1. We're getting in. Oh god, toxic gas in section 6. Yep, I know how that works. Okay, let's play reprimand, our captain's card, to get rid of some of these tokens. I want this one. I want this one. I want these two gone as well. Yeah, slow down, exactly. So now I'm going to issue an order to slow down. First, I'll just resolve this card. I'm just going to resolve this card. You may activate any sailor to prevent this, otherwise draw. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and activate the. Who's free to activate? Well, go do the second watch guy over here because, you know. All right, cool. So I've just issued another order with my morale here to change the speed. So we're going to just stop, I think.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Because the enemies will have moved over us, and I say the enemies. I mean the destroyer will have moved over us, and then it has trouble picking us up behind it because it hears its own propellers. So hopefully, if we stop, it'll move away and then start looking for us somewhere else up there, like not knowing that we've stopped. That's kind of my plan here. Although I have got a long time until the YouTube's giving me an error about the video quality, by the way, guys. So let me know if there's an issue. Chat. But yeah, Hallenbeck, good tip about stopping the ship there. Um, I mean, maybe I could have slowed down, I suppose, but yeah, I probably should have actually just gone much slower. Difter says you dropped some frames. Well, let me know if it's okay now. So now we're just sort of waiting to see if we hear the ping of the sonar again. But also, I'm kind of just at a dead stop here. I don't really want to spend 6 hours at this depth. Fortunately, I can actually adjust the depth, so we could come up a bit if but we've got no more orders. Now, what else have I got here? Issue an order without paying for it. Yeah, that's a really good one. Hallenbeck says it's only been like 4 minutes at that depth. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well let's activate action speed here and hang out for a bit. What is that noise, Hallenbeck? Did you hear that? What the fuck is that noise? Okay, we got a leak in section 1. Okay, let's adjust depth. I don't want to stay at critical depth anymore. So now I've got another morale card to deal with. And let's go ahead and issue another order here to adjust the depth to 100 meters. Right side of 100 meters.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
Oh yeah, okay. These two as well.
Neue Tiefe, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, so I've adjusted the depth. Now I need... Okay, you two are basically on full. Who are you? The radio man. You've still got an action that you can take. Oh no, you two are the wrong way around. Oops, everyone ignore my little error. These two are supposed to be that way around. I mixed their pieces up, I guess. It's fine. I was treating them the right... I was following the rules the right way around. So, right, so because of your insomnia, you can't help. That's dreadful. Yeah, we're not in good shape. Because we've got really no more orders. Let's have a pep talk and increase morale by 3. Resolve this card. Fist fight. Assign this to a random sailor other than an officer. Okay. So the game's kind of nice in a way because it says, like, if you draw an officer here, you don't have to redraw, you just don't assign the card. So I guess that kind of represents the officer breaking it up. Anyway, who have we got? It's not an officer. The helmsman got into a fist fight with somebody, and now he's wounded. If he takes a second wound, he dies. I feel like I should be more worried about this leak, but there's really not a whole lot I can do. So I kind of think I want to issue an order where, because I could issue an order to mobilize. I just need to, I really wish I had one more order so I could activate the radio man to check the hydrophone one more time and see if those contacts have left. I'm just speeding up time a little bit here. How have I only been in the ocean for 16 hours? I've got so much to fix. Really need to go into like sort of a very lazy kind of progress after this. Like just slow right down. Everybody needs a break. We've been working way too hard. This is no good at all. Okay, so because we're not going to get another shift change for another 5 hours. Um, um, Meanwhile, everyone in here is just dealing with this toxic gas. Um, um, right. Okay, so I think I use an order to, because if I use two orders, I'm going to take it. I think we use an order. That's a yellow one. We could probably deal with a yellow card.
Wir haben eine schwere Havarie erlitten, Herr Kapitän.
Attention, main hatch jammed, section 3. No more movement is possible between section 3 and 8. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Right, so we're actually now trapped inside the submarine. All right, let's check the hydrophone.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
So I paid for the order there, and we're checking the hydrophone.
Herr Kaloin, wir haben Kontakt.
They're still here. I mean, they're far though. Yeah, they're far away. I think they're probably moving away. Yeah, okay, they're leaving. Okay, so um well, let's task the engineers to fix this damn issue.
Herr Kaloin, ich habe keinen Kontakt mehr.
Simon, I haven't been drawing moral cards when increasing morale. Believe me. Okay, so repairs. How many people do we need to start repairing this? Just two. Okay, so that's going to be our. Do we have a toolbox in here? No, we don't. Great. So that's senior engineer and mechanic. Just getting on with that.
Reparieren Sie das, sofort.
Oh, that's another order. Okay, well, let me just spend the chocolate real quick. Put morale back up by 2, and this comes down. So that's one more morale card. So I went up by 2, which didn't draw a morale card for, but then down by 1 for issuing the order. So it's head trauma. Oh god, if this is the helmsman again, he dies. And then morale will go down further. Oh god. Okay, don't draw the helmsman. Come on now. Anyone but the helmsman. Okay, yeah, it's the ensign. Great. So my stand-in is... I reckon the helmsman punched the ensign for some reason. Okay. So... Right, so I think I'm just going to go into fast mode here, because once again, I'm still kind of in a position where I've got one more order now because I used the chocolate. So, actually, I can kind of do 2 more orders, really. So they're fixing the main hatch. So I think we should do a mobilize. And then try and fix this leak as well, because that's probably really bad. How do I fix the leak? I don't. Oh, is the leak just scary then? I don't know how to fix the leak. It's not here on the... Okay, I don't... It's not here as a job. So I guess the leak is just scary and kind of ongoing. Let me just pause real quick, guys. What is a leak then? I would assume it would have come up as a repair job. Um, I mean, normally, obviously, I'm so aces at this. It's never come up before, obviously. If anyone knows in chat, please let me know whether or not a leak is... Because I got a leaky thing. And I've even got this flood pump, which I'm supposed to use to fix these things. But it's not come up as a job. So maybe it's just kind of a one-off event. Like we spring a little leak and then... But why haven't we put a token out? Maybe if I take too many of them, it becomes a problem? Environmental conditions. Nope, I don't know. I can't find leak. It's been too long already. Resume the game! Yeah, but if anyone knows what the leak is, let me know. Otherwise, I don't really know what to do. I should take the rebreather into the people in toxic gas in section 6. Did I... Am I supposed to do a check for them? Yeah, so I should do a check for actually the 4 crew members in section 6 to see if they were damaged by the toxic gas. Or hurt by it. I thought I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do it when they move or... Well, I mean, I've done this before, so I know. Okay, so we draw 4 tokens because there's 4 people in there. And then if any of the tokens match, 1, 2, 4, match the crew members who are in there, they'd suffer damage. So who we got? Nope, they're all safe. We're lucky. But what we want to do is get the rebreather in there. But I don't know, I just kind of want to wait for the time being because I could use this morale, but I don't want morale to go any lower than it needs to be, really. So they're fixing the hatch. We've got a little leak. It's probably getting worse, but I don't know how to fix it. New message from HQ. I'll read that in due course.
Havarie behoben, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, so we fixed this job here. Which is good news. I suppose I could order the guy to get the message from HQ, but it just doesn't feel like a priority right now. We'll get it later. Right now, we just need to get through this shift so we can surface and start fixing the U-boot. I think we're lucky to get out of there with as little damage as we did, to be quite honest.
Wir haben eine schwere Havarie erlitten, Herr Kaloin.
Attention, torpedo... Okay, so this... wow, look how close we were to finishing that. That's such a bummer. Okay, so this is turned into a red, so now this torpedo tube... It cannot be fired until we fix it. That's fine. We'll fix it in due course. And it requires more people to fix now. Damn it. Oh, wait. Let's go back to real time then. How much time have I got left on that? Not enough. Okay. Well, there's literally nobody in there. I do not have the means to order people in there to fix that. Oh, but that's the diesel engine. If we don't fix that, we're going to be in serious trouble. Right, do I have something? I've got gaskets. Okay. I need 2 orders, though. Okay, we're going to do a mobilize. We're going to send the mechanic into section 6 with the rebreather so that he can give it to them so that at least we won't have to... so at least we can neutralize the toxic gas. We're going to send the chief engineer here into section 5. That's gone now. That's gone. No, wait. Yeah, whatever this is. I don't know. I must have fixed that because there's nothing there. I forgot to take the token away. That's fine. So the chief engineer is going into the diesel engines to fix the diesel engines. If we want to surface, we also need to think about surfacing. So we're actually in a pretty good position to surface, but we do need the two mechanics, these two, to head over here, which is fine because they've got the rebreather so they can move out of there without the gas affecting them. I should put the gas here, actually. I should put these tokens here so you guys can see what's going on. That's the leak. So we've got chief engineer in there, and he can also operate the engines. Yep, we're sorting that out. I probably should move those two out as well. I don't know why they're staying there. Let's head up here, I guess. Maybe they can stay and help fix this problem. Chief engineer needs a toolkit. He needs this toolkit here, so his friends can drop it off with him as they move out of this section. And we're going to need, in order to surface, we're going to need this guy in here, this guy in here, and we're going to need, we'll probably want these two guys over here, because then we can check the message from HQ. And I've got the bosun and the bosun's mate still there. I mean, I'm not firing any more torpedoes. I guess we can send them up here to reload the torpedo tubes, though. That's something they can do. And these two, they want to come back down in here anyway. Oh, do you know what? I've been using the captain's cards, and I forgot it's an order and an action to address the crew. You can't just play those cards. Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, it's too late to go back now, chat, but there you go. That's my first rules faff. These cards up here, that's a whole thing. You have to issue an order and put a token down on the in this case it would be the bosun's mate. So let's give him a couple of activations because I definitely played a bunch of cards. But yeah, you've got to be here issuing orders to do that. And I totally forgot that I can't just play them. Okay. There you go. First faff. But don't worry. We'll remember next time and going forward. Okay. Who else? So I moved you two in there. I moved you two in there. So actually that's pretty much everybody except for the chef who can move here into the crew's quarters, and you, I need you to, I don't know what you're going to do. You're just an observer, so I guess just hang out in there for now. Okay, cool. So here we are, just moving our folks around the ship. And getting ready, and we've got one. Oh, so now I can't actually use the card I wanted to use to get the chief engineer to start fixing that issue, because I would need to take an action with the bosun in order to play the card. So I guess we're just going to have to let this problem get worse. That's fine. Or is it? I don't know. Or maybe the shift change will happen in time? No, it's not going to happen in time. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Wir haben eine Havarie erlitten, Herr Kaloin.
Changing speed is only possible by a single speed setting per order. That's actually not that bad, but the 4 people required to fix it is awful. Okay, so, and now it's obviously reset all the progress I made as well. That's a bummer. Okay. But there we go. Watch adjustment. So this is gonna swap over here. I should have probably done some healing then. Get rid of that and that, that and that, that, that and that. Okay, so it's gonna reset. I've got like no orders left because I've been. We get one more high alert, but I don't think we can afford to use anymore. Okay. Well, that was an exhausting shift for our crew there. Literally everyone on the engineering team is actually super exhausted. So that's the order taken care of. So I think the first thing we probably want to do is surface so we can stop using battery power, get some people looking out and vent this gas. So let's go ahead and just change depth to 0. I checked the hydrophone. Hopefully no more enemies. So hopefully no more allies have shown up.
Mannschaft, auf Position.
So here we go. We got these two in the right position. We got oh god, everyone's so tired already. These two in the right position, and these two in the right position as well. All right, here we go.
Auftauchen.
So we are now rising up. If we want to change our speed, we can only change it by 1 tick. So what's our current course? It's 3:30. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're coming up out of the depths. And that's an order. Good God. Okay, let's issue another order to. Well, we should vent this gas now that we've surfaced, or it should vent automatically. So surface, and I don't know about the leak. Maybe that'll come back. Maybe it won't. But I'll leave that there. I don't know what to do with it. Okie dokie. So we need to fix the ship, and we don't have a whole lot of mechanics left to help with that. So I'd like to get a couple of observers up on deck as well, so at least I can spot anything just in case. We should let's start by checking the message from HQ. Well, actually, I don't have a lot of orders though. But let's do it anyway. So, just in case it's something important. So when did that come in? 1940, September 11. Okay. Hey, Chris, thanks for stopping by. It did. It finally happened. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Oh my god. How many messages are there from HQ? Did they all come in at the same time or did I miss one? Oh god. Okay, so we're going to check the. This is the wrong thing. Where's my decoder sheet? Here we go. Okay, so it's the next day. So here we go. AZT. Antonio Zebra. Oh wait, no, hang on. What did I? Yeah, decode. Okay, yes. Already done that. And well, is that wrong? Oh god, that was wrong. Okay, I need to spend another activation to try again. Okay, well that one is obviously from a different date then, unless I just put it in wrong. No, I didn't. When did that message come in? Well, it could only have been yesterday. So
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
that's got to be yesterday's code then. Um. Uh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Weather report required from quadrant AN45. Where's that? Oh, I'm not far from that. I could go and do that quite easily, and that gets renown and morale. Good. Okay, cool. Yes. Let us make a note of the need for a weather report. And I guess we should spend one more activation, seeing as we're on the order here, because we can do as many of these as we want with one order, provided we have the activations to do it. So here we go. So this has got to be the next day's one then. So this is AZT. Dun 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 dun. Did I go past it? Oh god. There we go. One of our U-boats has sustained heavy damage and requires replacement parts in quadrant AN11. Okay, so these are missions, these are side missions that we could feasibly do because oh my god, AN11 is it's not gonna happen. Look at where that is. That's on the other side of the destroyers in the middle of the minefields. It's not gonna happen. No way. Nope. I'm also damaged and in need of repairs and just, help. Okay, but we can at least do the weather report. So maybe we can sort of change our bearing and slowly start heading that way. But let's go ahead and start fixing these issues. I'm not too worried about the torpedo tube yet, but this is only going to get worse. So I think we should mobilize next and get crew in place for fixing the diesel engines so they don't get any worse. I also want to get some observers up on deck. So we need the chef here in the crew's quarter to remain there. We can send the chief navigator and the other observer up on deck though. So we'll send them up there. We'll bring this guy in here to help with that. We're not changing depth anymore, so these two are done, although they've got literally no activations left. So let's have a look here. Do I have a card to help with the diesel engine? I do. I've got gaskets, actually, so that's enough people in there to do that. So maybe that's all I need for activations at the moment, actually. I do need someone to adjust. Oh god, the chief engineer's got no... He's got no activations either. So he's going to lose a morale to do that, which is bad. Do I have someone else that can... Nope, that's it. Just these two. Oh god, another morale. Oh, do you know what I should be doing? Healing people, right? Everybody who took damage, get to the medic. Oh, they're all not in this shift. I can't heal them till next shift. They were all in the last shift. Okay, that's fine. Right, I need to, actually, do you know what? I can send these two up on deck. And I'm not going to set them to observe. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed them cigarettes so that they can have a cigarette break. You two need a cigarette break. Who else needs a cigarette break? You, Enigma Man, you need a cigarette break. And what's my current course? I think it's still 330, right? Yeah, so that's fine. My current speed is still 0, so it doesn't matter. So you two also go up for a cigarette break. Now we can also... that's too many people. You can't all smoke cigarettes together. You stay down there, I guess. Hey, Hager's made it in to say hi. Hey, Haggers, how you doing, man? All right. So we've done our little reorg of the ship. So we can take our cigarette break up here on the top. So let's spend a pack of cigarettes from the engineering team. to do that. We'll get rid of some of these terrible tokens. All right. Y'all have a nice break. You hear? Cool. And we're going to start this engineering team on here, so I'm going to take one more of these morale cards, which is bad, but c'est la vie. We also need to issue an order to do that. Oh god, a broken leg. For God's sake. Please let it be someone in the room with the medic. Where's the medic? Oh, he's over here by himself. Great. Oh god. If a ally ship comes along right now, I'm in so much trouble. Okay. What do we got? So it is, in fact, assigned to one of the observers who didn't go on the upper deck for some reason that I don't understand. But unless he's located in a... He's not going anywhere now. So there we go. Broken leg down there. And a fatigue on him. That's fine. Okay. We'll just have to... We'll fix him up in a minute. It's fine. I'm not going to have enough stuff to help all these people. Well, I got medkits. It's fine. Okay. Right. The next thing I need to do is assign observers. And this is my last action, actually. Oh, wait. No. I did... Wow, I literally was doing that so I could assign repairs. So I'm going to have to give up my gaskets, which are going to give me +2 if the chief engineer is involved, so I can count the 2 people in there as 4. So at least we've got 4 people working on this.
Reparatur, sofort.
Great. And that's gone out of play. And now we're going to use our last order to assign observers. So we've got 2. Oh, it's night and also miserable. No one's going to spot me. No, ain't no allies sneaking up on me in this shit. I guess small mercies, right? Okay. Wow. Alright, but we're basically all out of resources here. I mean, I'd like to start up the engines. Right, and also I need to, whoops, put those busy tokens down here. Quiet you, that's very loud. Loud storm noises. You're busy doing that. Oh, it's yellow. This is a yellow job. Right, you're busy doing that. And you're busy doing that. Okay. And I had the other toolbox. Could I have used it? Nope. Not for anything useful. Okay. So, I would like to start the engines going very slowly. I don't have any orders left. But I could play the authority card for 1 morale. We're getting dangerously close to bad morale here, but we could start... I don't even know where we are, though. No, I think we just have to wait. I don't think it's worth losing additional morale. There's so many things we need to do, and we shouldn't really be in a hurry. But yeah, I think we've used a lot of our orders, so it might not really be worth engaging in too much more on this patrol, other than going to check the weather, perhaps. So I guess... for the time being, let's just go into transit. Okay.
Herr Kaloin, wir führen eine Wartung durch.
Uh-oh, new task, clean the toilets. Wow, that's fine. We can just get to that later, I guess. But also, that's a bad task to not do.
Havarie behoben, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, so we've managed to fix the diesel engine, which is good. So, get rid of those. please. Yeah. God, I need more orders. I'm not going to get anywhere without really any of these orders.
Wir führen eine Wartung durch.
Okay, so we've got like a million more jobs, and also the watch changed. So that's kind of good, I guess. Where are the jobs? All right, so we got fuel pump check in section 5. We've got cooler cleanup in section 4. We've got torpedo tube 2 checkup and 20mm cannon checkup in section 8. It's our anti-aircraft gun. But so far, no planes have shown up. So we've also got to change the watch. So we're going to go back up here. We're going to get rid of these 3 tokens here. We're going to reset that. Still got that guy there, so that's fine. These ones are heading up here, which means we can get rid of this. And that's going there. And so have our... So this is our crew from the assault, who are still pretty beaten up. It just so happens I have 2 repair crew up on the deck, so let's have a quick look and see how many people need to be checking the 20mm gun. Oh, there it is. Just 2. Well, 2. I mean, that's still basically their whole job. What do I think? Do I need to prioritize better? Do I need to, like, just not worry about this gun? Let's have a look. Who else is up on deck? We could smoke another cigarette and help out. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm going to give up another pack of cigarettes here. We're going to remove tokens from here and here, here and here. We should gather up all the wounded, actually, with the medic. Where's the medic? The medic is here. The medic is quite literally only capable of healing 1 person. Yeah, so I guess we need to prioritize head trauma or fist fight guy, because they're not doing so hot. Did I forget to assign observer tokens? I must have. So you 2 had observer tokens. Did I clear any tokens off of them? Oh god, sorry guys. I was just doing the shift change right now. Did I get any tokens off of them? I don't think I did. I don't think they had any tokens on them. So it's probably fine. Okay. So I will just move these up here like this. So they're still on watch. Sorry about that. So these 2 just moved up there. So that's fine. Right. I don't really... I'm struggling to figure out how to I don't know. Maybe... Let's see if we can just check the weather before we call it into the mission. Because I don't know if I can recover from this well enough to do another assault. But if we can check the weather, that might be quite good. I think we've done a pretty good job. We sunk like 3 boats, right? So let's issue an order to change our bearing, so at least we can get on track to checking the weather. Actually, do you know what we should do first? Do we have Sexton? We have Sexton guy up on deck, and he's got literally no ability to check where we are. So let's issue an order. God, I've still got 20 hours of the mission left. Maybe I do have time to do other stuff. We'll issue a mobilization order. We'll send this little guy. The first order is mobilization. We'll send this observer up on deck so he can use the sextant. these two can fix the 20mm gun, I guess. Oh god, where's the chef at? Chef's here now. So chef, you need to go over to the crew quarters. I need you two are the wrong people to be there. Actually, seeing as I've done a mobilization, we'll send these two down here so they can change the speed of the ship, fix whatever's going on in there. So 20mm gun, probably not a priority. Let's do these jobs because I feel like if the toilets break or something, that could be really bad. You two need to be down here in steering so we can change our bearing. Actually, no, you need to be, you're a radio man. So I guess you need to be over here. You're the Enigma machine guy, so I guess you can go over there too. And you can come in here. Who's got the broken something or other? No, that's the broken legs over here on the other watch. So we do have, where's the medic though? He's also the Enigma machine guy, so he needs to stay in here and help out with this. Probably sort himself out first. Right, and I think that's it for movement for now. I should probably send the bosun to help with something though. How many people do I need to repair the stuff in section 4? Just 2. And we need 2 to check the cannon and the cooker. We're doing that. The fuel pump check in section 5 though. Well, we've got that covered as well. So the only thing remaining is the torpedo check in section 1. Unfortunately, I've got all the toolkits down here, which is kind of a bummer. Who else is in section 1? The bosun's mate. He's not capable of doing anything. So I don't know. I guess we can put the bosun in here. And then he can maybe run a toolbox back up to the front or something later. Oh, he's supposed to be... He's supposed to be reloading the torpedoes. Damn it. That's what he's supposed to be doing. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Mobilization resolved. All the people are where they need to be. And first off, this guy's going to use the sextant to find out where the frick I am. Actually, no, let's assign repairs first so we can get started with that. That's a good idea. So I've got 1 order to check repairs, and then I need 3 or oh god, I don't have enough orders to issue all these repair works. What's a priority? What would probably be really bad if it got worse? Diesel engine, right? Wasn't there something to the fuel pump checkup? That sounds bad if it doesn't. Okay, so who's in there? That's section 5. All right, so we got these 2 guys working on that. Okie dokie. And a 1 and a 2. Okay.
Präparieren Sie das. Tempo.
Cool. And we got senior engineer and mechanic working on something. This. That's another order. I don't have enough orders for this. God, I don't have enough orders for anything. We might have to use a morale. Alright, mechanic. You get to work on either cleaning the toilet or cooker cleaning. Cleaning the toilet is more urgent, so clean the toilet.
Reparatur, sofort.
Okay, cool. Now, still got 3 jobs outstanding, so that's not great. But we've got 2 orders left. So order here to change the bearing. No, to use the sextant to find out where the hell I am.
Mannschaft, auf Position.
Okay, so 1 activation over 2 activations on this guy. He's checking the sextant. AN43. Alright, so I am in fact here. Oh, that's interesting. How on earth did I get here? So if I want to get to, I'm actually very close to where I can check the weather. I need Uh, 4 hours of travel, 5 hours of travel at full speed on a bearing of on a course, not a bearing. It's a course of 225. Okay, so now we're going to issue an order to change course to 225. And we're going to have to lock that
Alle
in.
Mann auf Manöverstation.
Yep, they are in position.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
And then we're going to give one more order to change speed. And I still don't have an order left to heal the medic.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
Oh my god, do I have crew for this? Yeah, I do. That's fine. Just about. Oh god. Alright.
Beide Maschinen, volle Fahrt voraus.
Well, at least we're back on the move. Listen, I'm moving this boat around. It's fine. I might get a good score. Who knows? The point is that, I don't know. I don't know what the point is. The point is, let's go into transit time, because otherwise we're going to be sitting here a long time.
Havarie behoben, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, so we've completed the fuel pump check, which is in section 5. So that's this one. So they're done. Their business. Neat. Back to transit time. Okay, and we finished cleaning the toilet as well. Good job, mechanic. And weather report area reached. To prepare the report, you must have at least 4 active observers in section 8 for 2 hours. Okay, so I'm now in the weather report area. So ideally what I want to do here is stop the ship. But I don't think I can. I also need, because I need 2 more active observers. I don't have any more orders. So, shit. Do we decrease morale by 1 more? Nope, because we can't even adjust speed with these guys. Okay, I guess we just need to wait for a shift change. Well, it's only 2 hours, right? It'll probably be fine. Incoming plane? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I need to either shoot it down. No, the 20mm gun's not working, is it? I don't know. Hang on. Okay. We need to dive, which we're definitely not capable of doing. So I guess our only choice is to man the gun. Right. There's one... How many people do we need to man the gun? Is it 2? Yep, it's 2. Okay, so we've got 2 people on the deck that can do that. So he's going to have to stop observing. Wait a minute. So I have to issue an order. That's a morale card. And then I've got that situation, which is another... No, it's not another morale card, but morale's low now. So really all we can do is activate the... What do I shoot, though? There's no fire button. How do I shoot the gun? Is this because it's broken? Do I not have a fire button because it's broken? Because I broke it? Wait a minute. But that was a green one. It just said check the 20mm gun. It didn't say you couldn't shoot the 20mm gun. Oh god. Okay. Well, that was a complete waste. If I can't shoot it. Did it? Oh god, lighting section. Oh god, okay. We got one more morale card here. I need to pause this. Sorry guys. To admin all these cards. Well, I didn't know that the issue with the 20mm gun was going to stop me from actually shooting it. But yeah, morale is now at a complete low. I can't do anything else. So we got a depression card and Claustrophobia card. And I guess I just have to... I've still got no real choice here about what to... So this is the depression card. Just going on to this chap. Oh god. Well, at least it wasn't a injury. And we've got claustrophobia as well, which is going on to someone else who's going to become basically... Okay, so who's that? Oh no, that's our machinist. This crew has the worst luck. It says here, he basically moves, this guy basically flips out and moves onto the top of the boat, which is probably a bad place to be right now, dude. God, claustrophobia on a U-boat? Okay, so, is that... I should have repaired the 20mm gun. Today's weather is fighter planes. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I've got there's literally nothing I can do other than take the damage. So what have we got? A lighting failure in Section 1, another lighting failure in Section 1. Okay, well, if this plane does any serious damage to the boat, the crew's exhausted and we just lose. Fire in Section 1. That's it. We're overwhelmed. We're lost at sea. Oh, god damn it. So, can I really not fire that gun because I was cleaning it? Sorry, guys. I need to press the ship sunk button. I'm so bummed out. But I really don't understand how to use this gun. I just want to have another look at it. Why is there no fire button? This is something for me to learn. I missed this in the training mission. I never got to the airplane bit, and now I got shut down, apparently, by a plane. So the fire appears in Section 1, and then everybody dies because the crew are exhausted. The morale is on the minimum level. All hands lost. Oh god. After I thought I was doing well with the two boats and everything. Yeah, look at that. I would have had 1,500,000 points. That would have been good. I got an F. F for dead. Oh, that was really abrupt. I should have just gone home, damn it. Yeah, I think the high alert thing really cost me. Having so many high alert tokens here. Remember I said that I had only thought you could only activate high alert one time in the whole mission? So when y'all someone told me up front of the stream, you can do it once per watch. Clearly I was too keen. I think pacing, like I had 20 hours left of the mission as well. I think pacing yourself is really, really important because so much of it is about managing the crew's well-being and their mentality. And because I didn't really do that effectively, it sort of prevented me from, well, obviously, like, especially the watch, like, I probably shouldn't attack even, like, with the same, and this is the kind of stuff you need to think about, because this isn't in the rules or anything, right? But you probably shouldn't attack two targets with the same watch like that, like, give one watch a chance to rest up and recover from an attack. Obviously, you don't always have a choice, like when the plane shows up. But I thought I was pretty far out to sea. Like, AN 40 whatever is pretty far out into the ocean there, so AN 45. So I was surprised that there was a plane out there, but I guess we're in a pretty narrow area. But, yeah, so there you go. That's, Hager says it's literally because I popped into the stream. Yeah, Haggers, it's your fault as usual. But no, I mean, like, the so I mean, to sort of summarize that, it's an interesting experience. I think I like. I mean, I've not played it, you know, with more than one person. I like the idea of playing it with more than one person, but I think it's definitely like, a simulation of a wartime experience. So it's got like, that I mean, it's got the same thing all real-time games have, which is that stress, right? And that stress is quite fun in a manufactured simulation, unless you hate that, right? Like I personally enjoy that, so I find it quite fun. But, a lot of people really don't like that or just find it unenjoyable. Quiet you, Boot. That's enough of you. So if you don't enjoy that, you're just not going to enjoy this experience, I think. There's also huge periods, like I said, of sort of just managing the U-boat, and then there's sort of short bursts of excitement. And I probably got a bit impatient, which is, why I was in such a bad way when that plane showed up. I think that my mistake was not necessarily my mistake was using the high alert tokens to um, extend my orders. I I think maybe like one high alert per mission. That seems fine. Any more than that, and you're probably really overextending yourself, and you're going to hamper the rest of your thing. Like I said, I still had 20 hours left, so I just used a little over half of the mission time, the overall mission time. So I probably could have followed that convoy a bit longer, or done something slightly differently. Perhaps track the first one. Yeah, I'm afraid so, Difter. We got shot down by a plane in the end. I say shot down. We were sunk by a plane. So yeah, so there's that. I mean, the roles themselves are reasonably complex. I think the captain's role is a lot more complex than it appears, because it might look on the surface like you're just managing the orders and the activations, right? But really it's the decision making that's the most complex part of that role, and it's intangible. I mean, obviously there is the very tangible parts of the decision making, like, do I spend a morale? I'm going to take a card, whatever. But the intangible stuff is like, how long do we wait before attacking the convoy? Do I want to wait for a shift change? If this fight's going to last half an hour and shift is to change in 15 minutes, I probably don't want to start a fight now because shift is about to change. Um, where are the people located? You've got this whole complexity where the specialisms change on either side of the board. If you're playing on easy, you don't do that. You just slide them back and forth, which makes it a lot easier. Um, but so you need to pretty much after a shift change, or right before or right after a shift change, you need to do a maneuver to reposition the people in the boat. Um, but yeah, and I think but I think the Navigator is a lot of fun. I like using this dial and the tools and the map to sort of try and figure out what's going on, and I really like tracking the other boats. I think it would be a lot more difficult actually to yeah, Hanger's exactly right. Like thematically, what's going on when a shift change occurs during an assault on a convoy? It's just literally everyone's like, "That's it. I'm going on break. It's my six." Well, I mean, I think the thing is, it's like, if you think about it, where I made my mistake was probably like not managing the well-being of the crew well enough. Like I said, maybe if I'd spent more time following that convoy, they might have been in slightly better condition going into that fight and slightly better condition coming out. Like it is kind of a cavalcade of badness, right? Like once bad things start to happen, it gets worse and worse. It's like, I was probably way too cavalier with the morale track as well. Um, but I think I get down here into the red zone, and we can go over here and get a zoom in on that. Sort of, sort of in the way, but well, okay, so you can see how this has actually gone off screen here because lost so much morale. But letting the morale get down here is terrible. There's one card in here though that I find really amusing for the this I love this card for the solo version of the game. Draw crew tokens until you draw a different color than white. The player whose color has been drawn must switch roles with the captain. Increase morale by 3. Which, if you're playing with 4 people, that's hilarious. But when you're playing solo, that's even better. Just increase morale by 3. And then I'm still the captain. Yeah, so the thing is, like, the different roles are really fun, but I think I probably like the Navigator best. But I like it in conjunction with the first officer, because the first officer has the hydrophone and sort of tracking the ships and doing the little action board and sort of checking where everything is. I find that really enjoyable. Whereas I find the chief engineer is, I think, kind of a dull role, just because your main job is just to run around the boat fixing repairs and going, Captain, can I have a repair order, please? You know? And I mean, you are in charge of the depth and the speed and sort of, but I think they've literally given you these to just help you keep track of that. Like, I didn't even adjust that when I surfaced. Because these you only really need them if you've got a team of 4, I think, because it's useful for people to be able to look over and see what's going on. Because in the 4 player, the first officer has the app, and people have to request the app from the first officer, and they only really need it if they're assigning, if the chief engineer is assigning people to repairs and things like that. But I mean, it's a real time game, but it's kind of the opposite of real time game in the sense that you actually have a lot of time, so you've really got to manage it carefully, you know, and checking out how long it takes to move between things and stuff like that. Um, yeah, exactly, hackers. I am the captain now. You get to the brig. Okay, me, I'll go to the brig. So, um, yeah, I'm not sure what more I have to say about it other than it's probably not an all the time game. It's quite stressful, and also it can feel a bit anticlimactic, I think, because it's a lot of work to take out these boats and things, and then you don't really get to like find out if you did a good job at the end. I destroyed 3 boats. So I didn't even. I wish they showed me a breakdown of what I actually destroyed. I guess we destroyed maybe like 3 cargo ships or something. Because I guess we had 3 5,000 point ships. I guess we could have just, because it doesn't even say that they're it doesn't even necessarily tell you exactly how many points they're worth. It's a range anyway. So it'd be nice to actually say you destroyed a freighter and a cargo ship and an armed thing or whatever. Um, because it can feel a little anticlimactic because it's so much work and precision and effort to pull off. And then you just get this one little screen at the end that's like, you got 15,000 points. There's a letter, you know? But that's fine. Like, yeah, exactly, Difter. I destroyed 4 ships, and only the 4th one was my ship. So, you know, let's chalk that up to a good old win. But listen, I hope you all enjoyed this, and it sort of delivered upon you what you wanted. Um, oh God, I don't want to, Heggers. I really don't want to to think about the actual historical elements of this game. It's just gonna make me really sad. I just think about the technical execution of a challenging simulation and just stop there. And Rin Katsugi's in chat. Hey man, congrats on your PhD. Um, but yeah, so that's anyway. I hope this experience, this live stream, gave you guys what you wanted out of it, and you enjoyed watching me panic a bit. If you want to see more, if you'd like to see more U-Boot, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see. We can do the campaign mode potentially, or we can keep doing these patrols. We could just try this one again. It's not like it went super well. So, or we can just try the next one. Of course, as we advance through the war, these patrols only get harder. But of course, you know, I think certain things change. There's an event deck. Those cards are obviously different most of the time. The order of the other cards are different. And I think some of the secondary missions from HQ and stuff like that change as well. And of course, the positions of the enemy ships might even change. I don't know. I don't know how much replayability there is. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this mission. But it looks like people liked it because there's still 4 of you watching and there's about 30 likes on the video, which is awesome. So I'm really pleased that everyone seems to have enjoyed this. And I'm more than happy to come back and do more of it if you would like to see more of it. So do leave a comment down below if that's something you want to see. And to just summarize, remember that this would not have happened unless my patrons really, really wanted it to happen. And they really wanted it to happen. So, if you'd like to have a say in what we do on the stream, then please do consider supporting the Patreon and helping the channel out, because I'd like to get some new camera equipment and continue to grow the amount of content that we can do here on the channel as well. So yeah, we hit with some torpedoes. I actually thought that double torpedo thing was really good, but that was then we sunk. Yeah, exactly. Hager's just more votes. This is the U-boot channel now. Now that he knows how to play it, ish. I mean, it still got taken out by a plane. It can only get better from here. But yeah, I didn't want to excel too much on my first outing, or else you'd raise expectations too high. But yeah, and it's anyway. I think that's it, and I've got the Patreon vote. By the way, I didn't actually write an update. I kept meaning to write an update, and I'm sorry I haven't got to that. But the Patreon vote for those patrons who are here in chat still, for this month was Sleeping Gods. So I'm going to try and do that before the end of the week as well. One night this week, maybe on Monday or Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Maybe on Tuesday we'll do Sleeping Gods. Then I don't know if Chris is feeling better from his fever. Maybe he'll come back for something on Wednesday. We'll see. But thanks everyone so much for watching and for all of your support. Just watching and liking the channel and the videos really helps me out, and I very much appreciate it. So we'll be back in due course for something else. Again, very fun, very soon. And of course, more YouTube, more U-boot if you want it. Let me know in the comments. Have a lovely Sunday afternoon, everyone, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.